Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us today as we continue what is a big celebration as we kick off April. And of course, a big thank you to everybody for joining us on April 1st on Monday when we did bring you Diamond Day. Although I will say, on this April 3rd, we are really continuing what really could be called all month long Diamond Days, because what we are going to see tonight is something that I know our band was very popular. I know that sold out, our big 5-stone 2-carat diamond band, but we actually have something to go with it. So you saved a lot of money on that band. We're going to help you get something special to go with it tonight that is actually going to be the most classic piece of jewelry I think that any woman can own, and that is a diamond solitaire pendant. However, this diamond solitaire is not just a regular stone. It is a 1-carat stone. It's actually 1-carat minimum, and it's a round brilliant, and it's the classic setting style. So perfect for gifting, for really just, again, everybody can wear it every day, and that's the beauty of it. And of course, I wouldn't be telling you about it right now at the start of the show if it wasn't one of our most important values. So we really did kind of break the diamond industry on Monday. You've heard of breaking the internet. We broke the diamond business, and we were very proud to do so. But we're going to do that again tonight with a solitaire style pendant. So stick around. It's coming up a little bit after the following hour. We're going to have that for you. Plus, there are some really, it's not just all about diamonds. We have got tanzanite. This is a bittersweet moment that I'm telling you about right now. This is actually our last and final round that I wear on my hand. I cannot believe we are here to this point, but this Blue Wing Block D collection has been nothing short of amazing. It's been our best of the best. Of course, it's the world's best tanzanite, but we actually have, and you'll never believe this, it is a perfect 10-carat. I did bring you the perfect 10 round some time ago. It was maybe about maybe 3 weeks ago. We've got another one here. It is a 10-carat gorgeous round. It's exactly 10 carats. It's in the bridge mounting. We're so excited to have that for you. So that's coming up as well, but it's actually coming up really early because it's just that one, and the price tag is fantastic. So it's our last chance to get you an incredible round. Then we have an oval later, 9 carats 18. So listen, if you miss out on the round, it's not going to be tragic. We've got a 9 carat 18 oval after this one, and it's in a beautiful mounting as well. So 2 blue wings to share with you tonight as we continue on when there are very few left overall. Plus, we have some designer pieces, of course. All of our last few weeks have really been, I would say, punctuated by some just really stunning brand new designer pieces like we've never seen before. We're going to see a few tonight. We've actually got demontoids in a designer piece, a gorgeous opal that's freeform. So we've got some unique. We've got a diamond piece in platinum that's also going to be a pendant for you. So a lot to get to. A men's ring with a purple sapphire. I mean, things that you just can watch years and years and years of shows at a time and never see the likes of. So we're thrilled about that. And there is one Congolese blue-green tourmaline that, we had that huge Asher cut on Monday. You remember it, right? That big time stone. It was about 8 carats. We've got a slightly smaller stone, and it's in the fabulous, gorgeous emerald cut. You are going to just absolutely go crazy for the stone. So that's coming up as well. And top of the hours are here. I would not miss those top of the hours. We even have a ruby presentation. Amolite's back. Haven't seen that in some time. So we've got a really special amolite for you. If you haven't heard, that's one of those prehistoric gems. So stone that's been around for a long time. So we'll talk about that. It's just beautiful. And even there's a really cool fresh take on a wonder ring. And you know our world famous wonder ring, right? We're going to bring you an upgrade to that in a very limited style as well. So all that and more. Plus, we've got your requests if you have them. We are a live show broadcasting from Los Angeles for the next 3 hours. So I just got to say, if you want to give us a call, that is always what's important. We are willing to put everything else on hold and show you exactly what you want to see if there's anything that you just would like to add to the collection. So this is going to be a great night to shop. And of course, just dial in early on everything because there are one-of-a-kinds galore. And I might add, we did bring out, just in case anyone's interested, the museum is open on this Wednesday night. We have got the pink diamond, the 109. It is the largest we've ever had. It has a new markdown price. I know it's not going to be inexpensive, but when you consider it should be millions and millions of dollars, we've got a great deal on it. So that's here as well, and it's GI certified, and it's a 109. That's our largest pink diamond we have ever had and probably ever will have. So that's here if you'd like to see that and get a little refresher on that one. So all that and more, we're going to get started with something that I think you're going to like. It's a specialty quartz here. Take a look at this one, and it's going to be our fabulous square cut. We don't see this all the time. Now, if it were a diamond and it were transparent, we would call it a princess cut, but this is actually a square cut stone because, of course, it's an opaque gem. So we just look at that square cutting. It's still going to be that buff top stone, and you've got that smooth finish, but it is polished. And then you've got a 2-carat natural gold quartz. Look at that. That is a stunning, right? They're all different. They're all unique. They're all one-of-a-kinds, as we know. But you're also going to get, and you know what? I didn't even tell you about the most incredible pair of earrings we have. So You'll just have to wait and see. We'll bring them out shortly, but we have a really, really incredible pair of earrings that is collector. So anyway, all that's coming up. But 1123-789 is going to start us off. It's a 2-carat exactly, and it's that square where it's going to have just that beautiful dotting of mill grain along the edge where the stone meets the gold, and then of course diamonds right down the middle from there. Diamond weight is 20 points, and we're so excited to have it for you because it's a one only, and it's a rare cut. We've only had one before in this cut, so for those of you that love the stone and admire it, we've had a lot of ovals, some rounds, but very tough to get this square cut, which we absolutely love. And it is going to be a fabulous opportunity because our $29.99 price goes away and you get a much better value. Just to show you, there's a lot of special details here. What might look like a simple piece is really adding a lot of extras that give it the aesthetic it has. And that's going to be those designer prongs, that mill grain I mentioned that really gives it a beautiful border at the base where the stone is set into the gold. But then you have those diamonds straight down the sides. And of course, a square cut, it's very tempting as a designer to set it just like you typically expect, but this one being angled the way it is so much different. And then here's what it looks like on the hand. Now we've got it in the white gold. That is something we can change for you if you'd prefer. So there's an option here, which again, sometimes we tend to see the yellow gold with our gold quartz because that gold naturally is yellow. You know that, right? That's the thing. Gold, when it's found in its natural form as a precious metal, is yellow, right? And the 24-karat gold, all pure and natural, is throughout this stone. But when you see that it's set within the quartz, you get these different colors that shimmer beyond it. And then you obviously have a great match whether you choose the white gold that matches the diamonds in the base of the quartz, or you can choose to get the yellow gold, which is going to really go back to the gold presence in that stone. So it's up to you. You're going to change it. Even if you want to get rose gold, you can do that. That'd be wild, but you can do it. And we're going to make it really, really affordable for you instead of $29.99. Get on those phone lines because you know how quickly these one-of-a-kinds go. This particular is a stone that I just oriented a different way, so that's why the pattern looks different. I do that on purpose so you see all the angles, but you know we can't keep these in stock. You know they never stick around. So this is the moment to take advantage of it before it's gone, because obviously it's one of those really, really popular stones, and yet they're all totally different. You never see two that are alike. So this is the way to have a stone that is unique to you. We always talk about one-of-a-kinds, but still, there might be something out there in the jewelry world that exists that's kind of like what you have. In this case, it is a pure and simple one-of-a-kind. Nobody even that has, if you had a whole collection of gold quartz, no two are exactly going to be alike. So that's what makes this so important and precious. Take a look at it. We're going to blow it out. It's not even $1,000. How about that for a value? It's $9.99 if you'd like to get that one home, and we're going to give it 30 seconds only. So we've taken $2,000 so far off the price, and that is a wonderful way to get your shopping on tonight on this Wednesday as we get you through the midpoint of this week, the first one of April. We're very excited to have the diamond values we have. Again, stick around for those so you can see all those big diamond events that really we're going to continue to bring you, but it's like every time you see one presentation on these classics, it's one and done. We have such a limited quantity of these bigger diamonds to go around that there's never going to be a lot of quantity, and I mention that because we want you to stay with us to see that 1-carat solitaire I tell you about that is going to be in that pendant. So the perfect match for everybody who picked up the ring on Monday, or even if you didn't get the ring on Monday, it's a pendant, so it gives you a whole different feel. All right, so let's talk about, I'm tempted to get into that 10-carat stone, but I know it's a tad early, so we like to give everyone a moment to kind of join in and, you know, join in the fun here. But this one is going to be a quick Tahitian pearl deal where I actually have earrings to match it if you would like. But let me show you. I'm going to start with this one on the neckline, actually, because I think why not? We'll give you an idea of the size here first to begin, and this one's going to be, oh, look at how pretty that is. That is a Tahitian pearl. So you've got a pearl that's going to go with absolutely everything, and then you've got the amazing colors that it gives you as well. This is a really, really special piece, and no doubt one of our bigger stones. That's why I wanted to start with it from a distance away, just so you can appreciate the size. It is a fabulous look, and then of course we're going to take it over to the hand so you can see it there, because you've got to see how this is really the detail of how it's put together. It's 1119659, so your beautiful pearl to start is going to be a huge 12-millimeter stone. So we always measure, of course, you know we measure pearls in their diameter, right? So that's going to be where we begin. So it's 12 millimeters plus you have 15 points in diamonds. That's going to start with the bow design that you see up top, kind of like a bow, and then there's a few diamonds right below that as well. But it's in the white gold, stays as is, and then of course we only have the one, and so come on in early because it's a big Wednesday, and I know a lot of people, we didn't get a chance to tell you about this diamond deal we have really throughout most of the month. So I'm really, really proud that we can get you something exciting in diamonds today, and boy, is it a big one. So, you know, we had big ones in the band, but this one over the top. So here it is, our Tahitian pearl pendant, and we've got the one, I'm gonna show you here with the length, just so you can see that it's gonna have a length of 1.5 inches from top to bottom, and that beautiful white gold, which really is a beautiful way to set the diamonds. Let's take a look at it up close as well, so you can see it here. I'll try not to block too much of the design because that's so pretty with that almost bow-like design at the top. One bezel set, lots of pave. Let me walk around here and zoom back so we can see all the beauty, and boy, that's a nice close-up look. We always like to see the pearls close up because not every single one is going to be perfectly smooth. Not every single one is going to be that perfect, flawless nacre like you see here. This is a natural organic stone, so you don't expect to see, I mean, they go through a lot, right? The oysters have to go through a lot to create these. And so to get one that, you know, again, as man, when we harvest these stones out of the mollusk, we can't really fix them. Like sometimes with stones, you know, we can heat them and then polish them and then facet them to make them look their very best. This is where you got to appreciate to open up in the back. So you are familiar with these figure eights because usually they are what secures bracelets really, really well. But here you've got an ability so that, this is so important with a pearl piece because maybe you have, is it possible you have one of those Tahitian pearl strands and you want to add this to it? You could never slip a big Tahitian pearl strand through the bail, but when you have that flipped open back, you can actually attach this to your pearl strand. So that's maybe how you want to wear it. So for $888, that is your amazing, amazing price. And then we're going to move right along. And like I said, we have studs too that are coming up if you want to see those Tahitian pearl studs that we have. So huge value here, lots of gold. Here's the finishing on the inside so you can see how that stone is set. And then of course that beautiful negative space around it that frames it so, so well. All right, so let's keep on moving. We got a lot to show you tonight. So all these one-of-a-kinds, got to find a way to get through them all. So that's going to be here. And of course, then this is where we're going to go next. A stone that I can guarantee you is not going to last at all. No way, no how. This is one of the, I think, prettier stones in a true color that is really tough to repeat in anything else. And that is why I think so many of us have fallen in love with Congolese stones. This rare mine, this Congolese mine, is one of the newer tourmaline mines of the world. But if you have not heard, because obviously there's a lot of people who are going to look at that and say, that looks like Paraíba, and that's probably why so many of us have fallen in love with it, is it does have that color, which most stones cannot compete with. It has that ability to bring the blues and the greens, and I'm not saying every Congolese stone looks like this, they do not, but this is where we get to hand select specialty stones that give us that blue and that green, that allow them to look so much like the Paraíbas. That, let's face it, if you had a Paraíba that was 4 carats, 98 in size, and we've had a couple, historically, they were in the, I mean, we're talking tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Now, by getting a stone that we don't know if it has copper or not at this point in time, you get a better opportunity. You get the similar color. It's still tourmaline. This isn't just a look-alike. It's not a faux gem. This is a tourmaline from just a rather new mine where there hasn't been a lot of comprehensive testing done to study the stones yet. It's like we say, it's a small sample size, right? And when you don't have a lot of material to work off of, you're not going to be have the ability to look at it long term. And that's what's really the struggle with this stone, is there haven't been a lot of them. We know that the visual ID shows us those Paraíba type colors, but that's where, again, we're not exactly sure. And if one day you find out that, oh my goodness, that Congolese material is copper bearing after all, well, then you've hit the jackpot of gems. So this is the way to get it. And that's why it's been popular, but put all that aside, all the potential rarity, all the existing rarity, put it aside and remember that this is one of those stones that is 1123-806. It's one of our few stones in that bigger size. Most of these have been floating around 1 or 2 carats. This is that 5 carat almost, 498, emerald cut, stunning. And it's almost an asher. It's got a little bit more length than it does width, so it is an emerald cut stone, but it gives you a lot of that look of an asher, which are so in demand. So it's got that classic mounting, double halo and diamonds as well. Look at how beautiful this is, and wait till you see it from afar, and that's going to be a carat 06 in the diamonds as well. So you've got a really important piece all the way around, and we're thrilled to bring it, but I can promise you it'll go. They never stick around. And that has a lot to do with the fact that I put them on discount. And I don't get what we should get or what we could get. We are getting you the greatest value on all fine jewelry that you see. So come on in early because you know it's going to fly. And we're going to make it really simple and easy to own it. And I know it's easy to ignore the diamonds because we're so mesmerized by that stone, but please don't, because that's a carat 06 in really, really strong diamonds. And they're beautiful, and they're all bigger sizes too. I mean, those are no small diamonds that you have there. They're all great sizes as well. And then creating this exceptional border to that stone. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Because it's supposed to be $69.99, and I would be right to get that price tag. I think that would be fair. We're going to make it a lot easier and boy, that clarity. And again, there's always, I think that I'm going to have to talk to our jewelers about this because usually we sometimes don't get to actually transition through the parking lot very much because, you know, they come here rather early and I'm a little bit later, obviously, in the day. But I will say, this is a clean stone, but sometimes we just need to get a little back there and steam clean the back of the stone. I was just admiring it earlier. It's completely clean material. It just, again, look at that color. Look at how it just radiates that color like a good emerald cut should. And we have only one, and it's no longer going to be $69.99. So you have a major value coming your way. Just say the word if you like it. That's not going to last. You know that. That is for sure. And then here it is again. And we can even change the gold color. We typically see these as we do Paraibas to start in the white gold, but if you want to change it, that's the luxury you get, is that with no additional charge, get to choose your gold color as well. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Because this is one where we are truly making this affordable. And I know it's $69.99. We could get that 60 seconds and it's going to go. But instead, we're taking it much lower than that. Please just call early. I don't want you to miss out on account of, oops, I was about 5 seconds too late on the phone lines. This is where I know it's the start of a Wednesday here. And I know we had a big diamond presentation on Monday. We're going to do something again tonight. So it's, I know, very tempting to say, I'm just going to wait and see what the diamonds are all about. But this is the time to get your Congolese tourmaline because there are no more. They're not coming back. I mean, think about this. We've lasted 5 whole years and a couple months with Blue Wing Block Ds, and we're all really devastated that they're selling out and they're almost gone. This is a stone that's only been here for a relative short amount of time. We're talking about a few months, and yet it's already gone. So what we have to work with is what we have. So take advantage while they're here. This is not going to be $69.99. We'll take it a lot lower, and I mean a lot, so that you can feel comfortable taking advantage of this, but it's not going to be even half of this price. At $3,500, we're talking about a great value. Think about what the diamonds would run you elsewhere on their own, but we're not asking for $35,000, and we're not asking for $3,000. And I'm not even asking for even $2,999, guys. We're going to go ultimately low here and just make this the deal of the night. So you can have it. We'll make it $28.88 to the very first caller, and that's it. It's just a superstar value on one of our best in the Congolese stones. Super, super clean, and I think it may be gone, so that's going to be it. And then we do have, I don't know if you've seen, I'm wearing an emerald and diamond bangle tonight as well. Just our last one. And then if anybody wants the most unbelievable designer pair of earrings. There aren't many occasions where I go to our team here, and before a show I will say, there's a mistake in the price, and the price we have is too low. But those were the exact words that I uttered a few hours ago. I looked at this earring, which is the rarest earring I've ever shown you, and I'm talking about not just in 8 years here, but like 22 years doing this. This is the rarest of the rare. These are gigantic cat's eye indicolites. And it doesn't stop there. They give you some of the rarest stones in the world around it. It's demantoid out of Russia. It is chrome diopside out of Russia. They're cat's eye indicolite stones that are, you know, just your average 80 carats worth of cat's eye indicolite, which are tourmalines. And it's all set up in an earring with gold. And oh my goodness, I took one look at these and I said, that price is missing a digit. And I'm talking about in front of the price, there should be literally 2 numbers before this comma, and there's not. And that is what I know we have collectors out there who really appreciate rarities like this, that usually it's lovely to see, really out there, really museum, really unusual. Do you have, Jason, that Congolese? So the Congolese is gone, as I imagined, but this is really for my green lovers, for my blue-green lovers. There's really all green is the showcase here. But this is truly remarkable. So what I'm going to do is, there's no really easy way to show these because they're massive. We've never had an earring of this size before. But you can see from a distance what kind of look they give you. That's a look. But this is some of the rarest gem material in the world. So I'm going to take them over to the hand shot. We'll show you there first. It's going to be 1123752. This is for the museum lover that loves to admire those rare pieces that normally you go, well, that's nice, that's lovely. If I had $300,000, I'd pick those up. That's what these should be. And instead, they're going to be crazy affordable. There's a reason why 19 minutes into our show, I'm putting them up there. Because this is going to be the piece that a lot of people miss out on, and collectors are going to be saying, I can't believe what I just witnessed. Because this is not that show and tell piece. This is going to be a show and sell. And that's because they're just so exquisitely priced. So let's take a look at them. We're going to take them on the hand first because I need you to see the size here that they give you. They are incredible. Look at that. And then there's no good way to really show them on their own because they are just so huge. And this is going to be just remarkable. And as a green lover, I got to tell you, this is like the dream earring here. And it's 1123752. I'm going to move that Congolese aside so that I can somehow show these as well, because there's this really beautiful cat's eye effect that these stones have, which against this light backdrop, it's a little harder to see, but there's indicolite material here that's going to be your tourmaline. That's going to be 3752. You're going to get 80 carats exactly. And one more thing, they're set in 18 karat gold as well. So you've got an incredible 18 karat gold mounting. I can't wait to try one on for you, which I'm going to do here, try to do it with one hand. But we have 80 points in oval indicolite. 1.5 carats, which basically, we'll talk about the diamonds in a minute, but I want to start here with those large rounds that look like emeralds. They're actually Russian chrome diopside. It's one of those really tricky stones to find because A, they're not usually that high quality because they can be very, very included. But then beyond that, they're also only mined a few months out of the year because they're mined in Siberia. So it's not exactly easy mining. And you've got 1.5 carats of your round Russian chrome diopside, then you're getting a 1 carat total weight in what's around the indicolites, and that's going to be Russian demontoid material. All the neon, all the bright, all that electrified material. Look at how it even looks great with an emerald. So you can see our bright emeralds in the bangle with the earring we have here. And then there's also going to be a diamond weight. So 66 points in diamonds. It's rare we run out of room to show you all the details, and it is essentially a hoop. There's going to be a flip closure in the back here, which is kind of like your lever back. So it's all hinged, so it's going to open up just like so. Then you're going to slip those on like the shepherd's hook style they are, and then that's going to flip up in the back. So it's really simple and easy. They're incredibly, incredibly affordable. Come on in. And I want to try, well, first I'm going to give you the length, and then we're going to try one on, and you're going to absolutely love the way these look. And I know that we've got those collectors out there who are thinking, that's a beauty, and it's the one everyone's talking about. It's the one everybody wants. And there's of course 2¼ inches, actually more like 2½ inches top to bottom there, almost. I would say if we're being really exact, I'd say about 2 3/8 or so inches long. But that is a piece that's giving you drama for the green lovers in all 3 tones. And what I'm going to try to do, Tony, is show them up close as well, just so you can see, because obviously from a distance we see the impressive size, but I want you to see the cat's eye effect that is running through that as well. And then I know that's going to lean a bit, but I need another hand here to put one on. So forgive me, I just need another hand because I tried to do it with one hand and it wasn't working, but I know you want to see them on. So let's take a look here just so you can see what they look like when they're actually on the ear, so you can see that drama that they give, that beautiful look that they create, that amazing style, not too heavy, which is really incredible considering that they're 80 carats of your cat's eye tourmaline as it is. And what we're going to do is bring them down to an incredible low price. So this is where I hope you're ready on the phone lines. I hope you're ready to go. Hope you're not waiting to dial in because they're not going to last at all. And then I'll show you all those details they give up close again with it propped up because I want you to see that. But that's so impressive. And boy, those diamonds are nice and large here. And again, really easy on and off just because it's that flipped top lever back. So it's really simple. And then you can see how that drape gives you. I mean, it's a more dramatic earring, that's for sure. It's not going to be the piece that necessarily you're wearing every single day. But when you really want the wow piece, you really want museum high end, this is the way to go. And the fact that they are not going to be $49,999 is a little bit mesmerizing if you know at all how rare these stones are. And by the way, we haven't seen chrome diopside on this show in many, many, many years. So that's already pretty exclusive and rare. Let me go ahead and show them up close again, just so you can see all the details here of the cat's eye. I'll zoom back. There's that big round. That's that chrome diopside. Then your Russian demontoids, which are so amazing. And that is going to be all set. And look at the gold. That's the back. That's the 18 karat gold. So some really detailed basket work that you have all the way through. And it is just going to be one pair, and they're nowhere near $49,999. I'm no fool. I know that's a hefty price to pay for one piece of jewelry and one pair of earrings, and I'm going to make it really, really easy right now. And then here's the other example. So I'm going to show you, again, this one's not going to balance on its own. So let me just show you though, because I know you're wondering, do they match? Are they going to be the identical colors? Well, here's the other. So yes, the answer is yes, they will. They're incredibly matched. I mean, you're talking about a stone that you see that cat's eye going through. It's almost like here on the wheel, it almost wants to be an asterism at times. It's really more of a chatoyant effect in person, I will tell you. But it's actually going to be better than even $99.99 for the pair. So this is why you call in, because we just took them crazy low. I mean, think about it. That's more than, I mean, really, guys, like, really, are we taking in less than 75% off? We already did. And now they're going to be even better than $99.99. So if you're waiting, do not. I know this is that piece that you're thinking, that's just a showpiece. That's a bragging rights pair of earrings. That's not going to go to anybody because we're just all going to admire them and look at them, and that's it. We're going to sell them right now because they're nowhere near $99.99 either. And there again, that is the one. Here is the other. Let me show you the matching. There they are. That's the other one. And you can see that is really, really rare material. So this is the time to pick them up. And then here again with the other one. They're all in 18 karat gold, just the gold alone. That is a pretty stunning amount of gold. And we're not doing 99, 89, 79, 69, even 59.99. They're going to go. Good luck. I am just so crazy about these earrings. And I know I would say that I would get them I know better. They're not going to last till 10 o'clock tonight. They're not even going to last 30 more seconds here because they may already be gone at $59.99. And the truth is I'm taking them even lower. So this is the chance to pick them up. They're only $4,999. I don't know how, but that's what I said. I said that before. I don't think I've ever said that before. I said, you guys need to check this price because you're missing. There should be a 4 in front of that comma. And I'm not talking about the one that's there. I'm talking about in front of the 4. That should be a $45,000 earring. And I'm your advocate for value always. But when you see something this rare, this stunning, and designer, and we're talking couture level, no doubt about it. Where do you get diopsides and Russian demontoids? There's a full 1 carat just in Russian demontoids, all of that set in 18 karat gold, and you're spending under $5,000 to get them. So we'll give them 30 seconds. Then we're going to move on. I had to show those early for that reason because that is one of those values that you just do not see. And then I'll come in even a little bit. I'm not shy about coming in close. I just left room for both earrings, but let's take a look since I'm only holding one at a time at the amazing color of that blue tourmaline, which makes it indicolite, those stunning Russian demontoids you have. Everything is just so, we're not going for the match there. We're going for 3 different tones of green, which was really achieved there. And never forget about those diamonds because even there you're getting over 2/3 of a carat in diamond weight. That's just one of the more extraordinary earrings we have ever seen and that I've ever presented in all these years. So if you get them, congratulations. They're $49.99. That's too affordable for what they are. And it really does put it in the perspective of think about where that is even per carat on the indicolites themselves, which is the big story there. So it's your chance to pick them up. We've only got the 1 pair and we'll see who's got them. And then we're going to moving along here because I do have this blue wing block D, which there's no way this is going to last either because this is what happens when we bring you something that is our very, very last. I literally got word of this as I was looking at this ring and I thought, well, what are the odds? About 3 weeks ago, I brought you what was known as the perfect 10 stone. And it was our 10 karat blue wing block D. Well, this is yet another, and it's exactly 10 carats, and it's set in this gorgeous designer bridge mounting, and it's item number 11222965. This is our very, very last round, though. So I have that on good authority that before this show, I was looking at every listen, it doesn't take long to look at what tanzanites are left because we have so few at this point, but I saw every single stone that we have left in jewelry, and this is the final round. So not today, not this week, not this month. This is the final round. And you happen to be here tonight to see it. And it's not just a 1 or a 2 carat, it's a 10 carat exactly. It's museum reserve material. It's in the bridge of a lifetime, which when you have a bigger stone and you want to set it in a wearable way so that it's easy to wear and it's beautiful on and it feels good when it is on, all those things are important. This is it, and we are about to blow it out so that you can get the value of a lifetime right here, right now. It is, thank you, Tony, for adding that, because that is important, because obviously there's a lot of people that covet the rounds in any stone, in any variety, in any color, in any variety. I mean, any species of stones. Everybody loves the rounds because they are, well, in this case, they're adding a lot of dazzle to the stone that you would not normally get from an oval or cushion. You're getting that beautiful brightness. You're getting a wasteful cut, which is why there's always a premium to it, is that they actually do, when they start with rough material, as it's mined, and you venture into cutting a round, you're going to waste a lot of it. So that's why there's always a premium price tag to your rounds, is because it is wasteful. So keep all that in mind as you look at this unbelievably good price. It's our last one, and thank goodness you're here to see it, because if you want the round, and I know I'm a big fan of the round because I love sparkle, I just want anything and everything to sparkle in my life, this is where it is. And you've got that color, all the neons in the world, all the red flashes are there, all those bright blues, and of course the purples and these vivid violets, that's all still happening. And then you get the most spectacular round where you're also seeing still the beauty of the bridge. As this turns from side to side, check it out, because you're seeing a lot of that color where it turns into rainbow effects. That's the diamonds that you're seeing through it. That's the brilliance of the diamonds that are set underneath the stone. This is a carat 84 in diamonds as well, and that is no easy feat to create a mounting with a carat 84 in diamonds alone. So all we have is the one. We're going to be able to change the gold if you want us to. We will do that for you, so no problem there. And we need a caller, because I will tell you right now, if you're waiting to get on after you see the price tag, and if you think, because this is how the world works, a lot of people would say, if it's the last round, they're going to charge an arm and a leg for that. Maybe they're just going to charge what other blue block C's go for right now, like $3,000 a carat, because it's the very last one. I mean, think of how precious that is. Now, I know it's early on a Wednesday. I know we're all looking forward to the big diamond deal that's coming up. I know a lot of people are inclined to say, I'll just let it go by. I'm sure she's not telling the truth. I'm sure there's another one. I'm sure she'll find. This is it. This is it. If you really do cherish a round, you've got to get on the phone lines. If a 10 carat can work for you, and maybe you're lucky enough to have a few different sizes of tanzanite. I think at this point, a lot of us are, I would say a lot of you are collecting them. I don't have mine yet. I'm obviously not going to get one at this point because they are so in demand. And this is where you have a chance to own one of our best all time. Get it while you can. It's not even going to be $10,000. And most of the museum reserves, by the way, that are 10 carats and up start at 15. So this is a much better value than $15,000. I'm going to try this on. Remember, you're going to choose your gold, so I would leave it in the white gold. I think with all that diamond weight every which way, I would leave it just as it is. I don't think it needs anything but to be sized to your preference. Look at the reds coming through the side angles there, and that is 184. We cannot ignore that diamond weight you're getting. It is extraordinary. It's one of our biggest diamond mountings we do here, and we have tens of thousands of mountings. And many of them have a lot of diamond weight. We specialize in big diamond weights in and around our rings. So this is an extra level here. And all we're going to do is blow it out to our same incredible per carat pricing we've been doing for 5+ years to make this easy, to make it affordable. You do not pay $15,000. We have nobody on the phone lines, and I just really can't say enough about it. Now, if you want to wait, that's fine. Just know that it's a bit risky to do so. The rounds enliven the neons. The rounds bring you an extra level. They bring you an extra powerful look. They bring all the colors you see, which are 3, alive. And that's the beauty of the rounds. We're not even going to take it to $15,000 or $10,000 or $99.99. They literally asked me, since it is the last round, to get a little extra since it's that perfect 10 stone. But we're going to do something a little different for you, and we're not even asking for $99.99, or even this lowest price is listed at $7,999. That is a miracle price for a stone like that. Think of how far below under $1,000 a carat we are at that point. You're not spending $79.99. This is going to be, I actually got, and this is what's so thrilling, I'm a believer, that whole supply and demand thing, I don't like to live by those rules. I really break rules. That's what I do in fine jewelry. That's what I've been doing for 22 years. That's what it's about, is taking all conventional thought about what fine jewelry should go for and needs to go for, and literally just throwing it out the window and saying, that is not going to work here. We are here to bring you value. We are here to make even the most extraordinary pieces affordable for you. It's exactly what's happening right now, but nobody's on the phone lines, and that's going to be sad, because here's the thing. We're going to go a lot lower than even intended, just to make sure it goes out the door tonight. That's really the key. I've got to make sure it goes. Then we're going to bring out an Ammonite for our bottom of the hour that is really good. And if you haven't seen it in a while, get ready. It's going to light up these phone lines. So don't go anywhere. We'll have plenty of affordable. I know we've been hanging out in the museum a little tonight, but we have got to bring this down even further than $79, $69, $59, $99. And this is the craziest part. This was scheduled to be all that extra money, and now I've changed everything about it, and we're not even asking for $4,999 for a 10-carat stone. So here at TVON, not only are you guaranteed to get the very literal best material in the world, but you're also getting the best price in the world. Nobody who's got, you know, everyone else has got that lower quality material. Nobody has got a per carat value like what we're bringing you. And this is the best. So this is the chance to pick it up. And it's not even $49.99. So come on in, because I don't want you to miss out on what is the final last of the last of the last of the rounds in any size. Whether it's a 1 carat or a 15 carat, this is it. So you got the 10 carat or bust. And it's not even $49.99 when all is said and done. We've got an extra discount. The sale is happening, and the sale is real. And what I need you to do is call me, because you're going to love it, and you still got a money back return and all that kind of stuff. You got your money back guarantee. So if you don't love it, you send it on back, and send it back in care of TVON, but to me. LAURANBLAIR. Just send it to me, because I'll be buying this if it comes back. If there's any chance that this is still available, I'm buying it, because I don't have one yet. They've all sold out. So there's a good reason why, again, you need to have one of these. And yet it's not even 49, 48, 47. I'm trying to make a little miracle happen on this Wednesday night, and it's happening already with price tags. And now you got the decadence and the best, and this is our last. So what a sad moment. Tell your friends, because we'll have other blue wings, but not other rounds. I've got an oval tonight that's just slightly smaller, which I'll try. Actually, well, the oval that's smaller is more money, so maybe just go with this round, right? No premium on the round, that's for sure. We're not even asking for $47 or $46.99. Blow it out. Truly, it is not even $45.99. I mean, this is just nuts. One of the craziest price tags I've ever been a part of, and yet it's $4,499 for one caller. Good luck. It may already be gone, and that's the thing. Sometimes we will oftentimes surprise you with a better value than you even anticipated, and that is when we know we're doing things right. So first caller on that one, $44.99. Here it is one more time on the hand, unless it's already gone, and then we'll show you some brand new designer pieces. I have a gorgeous zircon. I do want to get to the amylite on the early side, so we can help everybody get something affordable that is really one of those unique and rare stones in the world. So here it is one more time on the hand. Look how beautiful that is. You see all the effect that that gives you, and for being a larger stone, I love that around sits more compactly on the hand. This is not an oversized piece, right? I've got a big hand, I've got a long finger, so, you know, I'm not always the best gauge of that, but look at how it's nowhere near, it's not overtaking my knuckle, it's not going one knuckle to another. I wear a size 5.5 for reference, and this is really just a beautiful, beautiful piece, and we do have one, so it's gonna be first caller, and we have 4 people on the phone lines, and yet nobody has said sold. Except Jason just did, and so it's gone. Congratulations, I wish I had others, but of course it's our last. Here's another round that I like. Before we get to our amylite, shall we just show you a really special golden zircon that looks like a yellow diamond, but better? And zircon is not zirconia, everybody. So if you're new to the world of gems, that is not zirconia. That is a zircon, which is a 4.4 billion year old stone from the earth. So it dates the earth, which is kind of cool. And then we have, yeah, if only I had 20 of those. We had a lot of people miss out on that round, so apologies. I would stick around, though. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flash what's coming up later in the show for you and you and you, because I know we had a lot of people miss out. So this is the 9 carat 18. That's actually a bigger look because it's an elongated oval. So all the reds are there. It's also museum reserve, and that's going to be coming up later, and it's not that much smaller. So stick around for that one if you missed out on the 10 carat. Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I asked, and it's literally our last round. Yeah, I'm sorry. But Jess, the problem is Jason got it like a minute ago. Yeah, he already got the tanzanite. Excuse me. So, I'm sorry? I was told, oh, really? That's not what I show, but you can definitely check. I even asked because, yep. But we'll have the 9 carat 18 a little bit later, and stick around for that. And then here we go. Okay, I'm getting the hate already. I don't know. Guys, I'm so sorry. When I tell you I'm a journalist by trade. Believe it or not, I know I've been doing this for my whole adult life, so nobody believes, like, you were a journalist? Yeah. home shopping hosts aren't journalists. I was. And I don't fib about that stuff. When I tell you it's a one of a kind, it really is a one of a kind. And we have a lot of people upset right now that they missed it, and there's nothing I can do about it. So my apologies. I do everything in my power to let you know that these one of a kinds are one of a kinds, to urge you to get on the phone lines. But I'm so sorry. The best I can do is say stick around for the 9-carat 18 that we have, which is that oval that I just showed you. So that's going to be your next best bet. I am out of rounds, so that's the key. But this is coming up a little bit later, and we'll try to, work that price into some magical territory. But let's take a look at this round. It makes me feel bad. I feel awful when I have people upset with me. I can't control the Mother Nature. I wish I could. If I could, I wouldn't have a 30-degree temperature drop from today to tomorrow. It was beautiful here today. It was 75 degrees and perfect weather, and got to really work up a little suntan, a little sweat on my 7 miles today. I really, it felt good because it's been very rainy and cold here lately. And so, but tomorrow it's going to be 50. So we don't ever get to 50. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't think I've seen 50 in my lifetime here. So anyway, that's our high tomorrow is like 52. So I'm not sure what's going on, but Mother Nature can be tricky is my point. And so unfortunately we can't get more of these stones. And here's another example of a real rare round. And it's going to be 1123780. So Jess, is she going to keep the Congolese then after all? I don't know. Okay, so, all right, the Congolese may be available as well. All right, again, guys, I'm sorry. Don't be upset with me. I really do my best to try and let you guys know when things are one of a kind. So 776 is the size here, and it's a round, and it's 55 points in diamonds. And Jason, I'm going to go ahead and just thank whoever did get it. Oh. Did you not get it, Jason? Wait, I'm sorry. Jason, if you didn't get it, we have somebody really upset with me because they wanted it too. So did you not get it? Or did you get it? It's just a yes or no. Okay. 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 I think you did. Don't know why I'm sorry. I'm such a good communicator normally, but I can't figure it out. So it's gone. Okay. All right, so here we go. 776, 55 points in diamonds, and it's our golden zircon round. It's going to be a one only, and I'll blow it out. First caller can have it for $19.99. Just do it. We're still talking tanzanite, and I don't know what's going on, but tanzanites, I don't know, back and forth. So is our tourmaline. So either way, this is what's difficult, kind of communicating with a nationwide audience here. So there is the zircon for $19.99 if you'd like that. Very much dynamic goldens and yellows together. All right, now, do you want to tell me who to thank? Really? So Jason, Sandra and I have been shopping together a while, and we've never met. I've not met most of our customers, but I feel like I know a lot of you because we've corresponded a lot through the years. She is a major collector, so I'm so glad she got it. And thank you, Sandra, so much. Appreciate you shopping tonight. Thanks for being here to get it. She'll always now know that she got the last round. That's very exciting. So anyway, that's a good home for Tanzanite because she's got quite a collection. So thank you so much, Sandra, and enjoy it. But here we are with our 776 zircon, and then it's got the stacks of diamonds, 55 points in the diamonds around it, and that's going to be $19.99. So look at this on the hand here, and this one's going to be white, yellow, or rose gold as well. Here's what it looks like on, so you get that very diamond-like in its effect there, just because it is a powerful round again. But this is zircon, so you have a double refractive stone anyways, and then it has that extra, that cutting. You put a round cut with a double refractive stone and magic happens. That's exactly what's happening here. So $19.99 if you'd like it. Then we're going to show you our amylite. Just want to get a couple round opportunities here that are really special. But that one is lovely. Okay, so coming up, we're going to move on to our fabulous amylite piece that I promised affordable. So let's get to something really, really affordable that we haven't seen. It used to be that we'd see one or two of these every week or so, and that's been done now for a while. And you can understand why, is because this is it's a gem that is a type of an organic stone. This actually was part of, and it's kind of a real kind of gray area as far as how to categorize the stone, because it's actually from a living organism that existed back in the prehistoric days. So we're talking about many, many, many moons ago. And there was a creature, it was actually a sea creature at the time, called ammonite. And it produced, well, it's part of its shell was amylite. It was basically, it looks a little bit, if you're familiar with like mother of pearl abalone, but it's more colorful than that. And this is where automatically you're getting into rarity because it is from so long ago. And we're talking about the reason why gem quality stones are so difficult to find and to bring with any kind of consistency is because amylite in its many varieties can be just brown types of colors. They really do look a little bit more like fossils, like you might remember seeing on those 4th grade field trips, right? Where you see kind of what, you know, looks a little bit like it is millions and millions and millions of years old. This is where you're talking about a gorgeous gem that we are really choosy about what we bring on everything, but that includes a stone this rare like amylite is, where you actually have multiple colors in the same stone. And that's really what we strive for, is to bring you amylite that is of the highest level of quality. It's got all 3 of the primary colors and then some, actually, because there's actually a little bit of overlap in your reds and your blues and your greens here that make it look so special. So take a look at this, and it's going to be our really, really beautiful oval, and then accented with a diamond there up top, and then the bail as well that you have also. So that's really pretty because this is a pendant, obviously, so really easy to wear. And I would say also keep in mind that a lot of times when we've had rings, we always remind you to be a little bit more delicate with your rings because, well, it's, you know, it's a stone that's been around for a while, and then they try to give it a little layer of protection by adding a little bit of a shield of clear crystal quartz, which I can actually show you from the side. You see how it just looks clear there at the top? That amylite is basically going to be covered with what we would call a doublet, but it's really just, in this case, it's not changing the stone at all. It's just giving it a little bit of a barrier to the outside world and kind of bringing those colors to life. So that's gem on gem, right? It's a really sophisticated, major, major rare. It's going to be item number 112381, and it's a carat 20 in the amylite with also 1 diamond. It's a good sized diamond, but there's no carat weight on it. So it's interesting. We're just throwing it in. We're not charging you for that diamond. We're just giving it to you for free. It's that gold that we love with that split bail to it as well. You can see how from top to bottom, as it wears on the neckline, it's going to be reds into greens into bright blues. Each one really just vivid and bright, and that's the beauty of it. And then it kind of glows. I mean, for anybody who says, oh, I see multiple colored stones like that, and usually it's opal, you would be correct. But opals really struggle to give you bright colors like that, especially big doses of primary color. If you had an opal that looked like that, it would be one of the top Australian lightning ridge stones out there that would come with a very hefty price tag. This one is really affordable because you are shopping with us, and we have a great partnership with really the source for this material, which gives you the opportunity to own it for less and have a story behind it. Have a stone that not everyone has, not everybody owns. Get something specialty, get something different, get something that still goes with everything. Get something that is a great opal replacement, because opals like this would be tens of thousands of dollars if they looked that good. And in this case, you get that really bright color. It's a 1 carat 20 actually is the minimum size, so you're getting a little extra than just a 1 carat. It's an oval, which is striking. Of course, the colors are stacked. I've always called this, when they are, the red into the green into the blue, I've always called it the sun meets the land meets the sea, because it reminds me, and maybe that's because I'm a Southern California girl born and raised, but it reminds me a little bit of being at the beach along the mountaintops or the cliffside, where you've actually got a little elevation and you look down and see the beautiful blues of the ocean, and you see all of the sky light up with those sunset colors on the horizon, and then you just have that beautiful look where those different colors are so really cool when they're juxtaposed together, right? The sky with the bright oranges and yellows, which you have here, meeting that beautiful land of the cliffside with those beautiful, you know, grassy green knolls, and then you see the ocean beneath, right? So that's what it reminds me of with the reds and the greens and the blues. So it really is, it's almost like you've captured a bit of Mother Nature's stunning beauty that you carry with you all the time within this gem form. And yet you can have the choice of, do you want the white, the yellow, or the rose gold as far as the actual setting? And then there's that big diamond, which again, not factored in here at all. We have not factored in a diamond weight for you. So there's one big stone. If I had to estimate, it's about a 2-3 pointer or so. So it's a good size stone, but it's one of those traits that with a couple of stones here, my goal is to give it to a lot of people. Now, granted, we're limited on quantity. We've got more than one, but as far as matching stones in an oval like this, it's not going to be something we have hundreds of. So keep that in mind because we're about to blow it out and really welcome a lot of new Ammonite collectors in to the fold here. And look at how it almost looks like a rainbow here, because where your reds meet your greens, it does have a golden hue. Where the greens meet the blues, there are aqua tones. It's really attractive. As far as top to bottom measurement, and it's a great gifting idea because I'm going to make it affordable, it's going to be a top to bottom length of just a little, I'm going to say 5/8 of an inch, a little over a half an inch there. We'll show it on the neckline as well. So once you put your favorite chain with it, it's going to look like so. And of course it really, I mean, this is from further away in not a lot of light, and you can still see the reds and the greens and the blues there. So beautifully done. It just looks like you have captured the rainbow, but in its brightest form. And it's not going to be even $9.99. We're going to light up the phone lines here. We've got 10 minutes left till our top of the hour, and we've got a lot of specialty pieces here in this show. This is one of them, and considering we haven't seen Ammonite in a while, considering it goes with so much, love it for everyday wear, love the fact we're giving you a gold color choice. We'll show it up close yet again, and then remember, great piece to wear as a pendant because it is a more delicate stone that you might be wary of wearing in a ring. So love that we can wear it in a pendant. I think the younger gals are going to like the colors because they're fresh and they're bright just as much as all of the rest of us do who, you know, maybe have a master jewelry collection that's a little bit more, you know, substantial. Do you have an Ammonite? It's a great way to add one. And since I am so set on getting everybody an Ammonite who wants one tonight, we're not even doing $499. Your half off price tag is going significantly lower than that. And when I tell you that there aren't a lot to go around, we've been dealing with that already tonight with the one-of-a-kinds going so quickly. Luckily, we have a couple. We just don't have nearly enough to go around for everybody who's going to want one, because there's something about jewelry right now. When gold is gold and diamonds are diamonds, and you're getting both here, and then you're going to one of the rarest stones in the world from prehistoric days. Ammonite was the creature that roamed the earth. We're talking back in the dinosaur days. And then, of course, you've got the shell that's basically been preserved. And this was what was so amazing, was that there was some gem quality material, but it only happened in Alberta, Canada. It's the only place it was ever sourced. So that's really important for gem quality. They actually didn't recognize it as a gemstone until 1981. So even though it's been around for a long time, it wasn't actually recognized as a gem till the 80s. So keep all that in mind. It's just a really cool stone with a great heritage and story, and it's not $4.99. I'm going to really light up these phone lines. And again, we've been struggling with quantities all night, and that is something where, again, I wish we had more quantity. Trust me, I do. It's the one place that we fail miserably, is we never have enough of our jewelry to go around for everybody who wants it. So this is where, again, you want to be on the phone lines early because it's not going to last, but it's not even $3.99. It's not even $299. Solid gold and a big diamond. They probably should have factored the diamond in at this point, because obviously we're not at a price tag like $299, but it's going lower than that. So this is welcome to fine jewelry, and I'm talking really rare, at a price you never see. Take a look at it. We're going to go even lower than $299, and all you have to do is dial in. You're not even limited to one per customer. If you want to get a couple and you want to celebrate gifting ideas and you want to think about the gals in your life, maybe you're going to get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You can do that with the kind of affordability we're taking it to. And it's not even $299 or $250 or $249. This is one of the craziest values we've had. Choose your white, choose your yellow, choose your rose. And if somebody's taken 3 already, that's a smart idea, because obviously not a lot to go around in total when we want to have nothing but the pristine stack of color you're seeing here, that bright, beautiful, bold material, and you are not paying $249. What can you find in fine jewelry for a price like this? This is not sterling. This is not a gold overlay. And it's not $249. We are getting very busy on the phone lines. I am in jewelry giveaway mode, and that's been clear. It's like April hit, and we've been in giveaway activated mode, and it's happening again tonight. So if you think you got your jewelry fix on Monday night, on our big April 1st celebration, oh, get ready. It just gets better, and it gets bolder, and now we're giving you color, and now we're getting you gifting opportunities, and no, you're not paying $249, $239, $229. Even $219 and $200, still too much. We're going to make it even better. Get as many as you want. Operators, will you do me a favor and let me know how many you're getting? Because I got to keep track. We're going to sell out of this one before we probably even get to the low price. It's not even $200. We're making them $199 a pendant while they last on a Wednesday when I told you, you can't miss a show, because anybody who's with us more sporadically They miss these values and these deals, and you're here live so you can get these limited items, get these special opportunities and moments, get these huge values, and make them part of your collection or gifting. Love it for gifting as well. Huge opportunity, $199, only going to be a couple left. Jason's got 2, Andy's got 2, Allison's got 2. It sounds, you've taken 5 for one caller. Somebody's taken 5, and you know why they did that? Because that's under $1,000, which, by the way, was $999, remember? So you've heard of BOGOs. Give me a buy one, get one free. I don't care what it is. That's always fun, right? We as Americans, we love free stuff, right? We love it. This is a buy one, you're getting 4 for free. You're getting 5 for the price that one was supposed to be. Now, I'm not saying everybody needs to get 5 like that caller's doing over there. They're taking 5. But they just, I think they realize I am literally buying 1 and getting 4 for free, essentially, because that's what's happening. I mean, think about it. You're spending the same amount of money that one should have been. I'm slashing prices so we can move all the jewelry out on this April 3rd. And just think about how we kicked off April. It should give you a good idea. And we have a diamond piece coming up that's also for your neckline. So if you're a pendant lover or you want to shop gifting with pendants, we have that 1-carat diamond solitaire later tonight. It's coming up in about 35 minutes, so don't go anywhere. But that's not going to be quite this affordable. Nothing is. Nothing else is $199. Take advantage of it, and we've got a last call here coming up. Because before you know it, it's going to be the top of the hour, and we got to rock on, and we got to get you all. I have nothing else that's affordable, by the way. So who got yours, Jason? You've got 2 over there. Thank you. We've got 2 more. Tim's taken 2 over here. Allison's got 2. So sounds like most everybody's taking at least 2 of them and spending under $400 to do so. But remember, when it's a $9.99 piece, and we could sell them at $9.99, who wouldn't love to get a rare collectible stone like that for under $1,000 with that big diamond up top? All of that, and an everyday piece. Put it on your Diamonds by the Yard, it works there. Put it on your favorite pendant chain, whatever it is, whatever chain you've got. If it's going to be under 4 or 5 millimeters, which most chains are, you're going to slip it right through that double bail, and then it's going to be perfect together. But $199, this is a perfect way to, I think for a lot of people, try TVON for the first time. If you're one of our many, many new shoppers that are joining us each and every single day, we have a lot of new shoppers lately, and we got a lot of calls in queue. So it's nice to have you with us on this Wednesday. This is why we really do wow you. And I know you never know what's coming. A lot of people say, I'll tune in once a week, once a month, just see what's. You got to be here because it's values like this that you never saw coming. We can sometimes give you a little heads up on certain things, but a lot of times you got to be here with us live to see what kind of goodies we bring out. And this is one of them for sure, because I'm making no secret about it. There's nothing else here that's $199 in our collection. So grab them quickly. There's a ruby, emerald and diamond bangle coming up as well that I'm wearing that I love. Our gorgeous earrings with the cat's eyes and the diopsides and the Russian demontoids, those are still here. If you missed them, the huge 80 carats of those stunning chatoyant indicolite stones. Oh my gosh, they were amazing. And then we had some platinum and diamonds, and we do have 18 karat gold and diamonds as well. Beautiful necklaces coming up tonight. If anybody loves this bangle, there's only one. It's another piece that I just wish I could shop before you guys do. Look at that bangle. Those are some of the brightest, most gleaming neon emeralds, and they're in the rounds, and yes, it's all diamonds between every single one of those 4 stunning emeralds. That's here, and it's a one only. All right, so last call on the Emolite. I think we're going to do a really special price tag to get that bangle out the door next. And then if you'd like our Amolites, keep on dialing. We got a lot of people taking more than one. That's a great idea. Why not? Beautiful moment there. You're spending, yes, you could get 5 for what you would normally spend on 1, so that's a huge value. Let's get to our emerald and diamond bangle. It's 111-8486 coming up. And this is also a one only, so unfortunately no rounds that are this size to match up in the world of emeralds. It's tough enough to make just one match set and an earring. This bangle has 4 matched emeralds, and it's 111-8486. There's 74 points in the emerald that are going to basically be, of course, about right there, about 20 points apiece, almost. And then you've got 76 points in diamonds that fill it in. And this is going to be your halfway around, so it's going to be stones right across the top half of your bangle. And yes, it will always stay that way we're so, I think wise to do the oval bangles in shape rather than the round so they don't spin and turn, because obviously you don't want to pay for things you're not going to see. And so we really make it a point to put the stones right across the top and then make sure that the bangle will indeed stay with those stones always at the top of the wrist. And it's also 74 points, 76 points as is. There's 2 tones of gold, so it's really versatile that way. It's going to give you every color gold you could wear besides the rose, which these are the classics. And then they put the little button. You see that little textured button? That's going to elevate, so you know exactly where to press it to open it up. That releases the latch. Then you see there are 2 figure-8 safety catches to make sure it's secure on the wrist, and it's for an average size, so that's also good because it gives you a little bit of it gives you a little versatility. You don't have to be exactly a size 7-inch wrist. You don't have to be exactly a 7 1/4. You can be anywhere. If you fall into, like if you're talking about a line bracelet where you literally measure the length of your bracelet, if you're talking about a line bracelet, that's where you usually need to be more specific. We have 6 1/2, 6 3/4, 7, 7 1/4, 7 1/2, all the way up to 8 inches typically, right? This is where an average size bangle, there's meant to be a little bit of room. When it's on, it stays oval in shape. It keeps the stones up top. It doesn't rotate and spin around the wrist, but it gives you a little bit of leeway, right? So you don't have to be an exact 7-inch to wear this bangle. This bangle is going to fit anywhere between a 6 1/2 and 7 1/2 inch wrist. So if you wear any of those links in your line bracelets, this bangle in the average size will work for you. And there's one great value, one huge discount, one drop in price. Take a look at it, and then we'll try it on is where it's been all night long, but we'll give it another look on the hand here, and this is going to be a superstar moment right now. It's amazing material. It's not $49.99. Take a look at this on the wrist, and it's so easy. You just pop it on, you align it, it clicks close. I don't know if you saw me do that, but it took like 1 second to put on, and then it's easy to get off because you just press down that button and you see how it's hinged. So it just aligns, locks, snap it closed, then obviously fasten your figure-8s and you're good to go. So again, watch this. You put your wrist inside of it. I am doing this in this small little bowl here, but there it is. Clicked closed, aligns perfectly. If I was leaving, I would actually put those figure-8s and just, fasten those on either side so you're good to go there. But that's what it's going to look like right up top your wrist. So it looks amazing, and you can see the glow, even more glow from a distance on these emeralds than even up close. And it's no longer $49.99. We're discounting it right now. May is coming up. It's next month. This is April's birthstone and May's birthstone together in the same bracelet. So what a beautiful combination that is. As we reach the top of the hour, and it's going to be, and one more time up close, there it is, easy on, easy off, snap it closed, done, easy peasy. And it's going to be better than even $2,500. We're blowing it out right now. It's $19.99. That's it, first caller. And it's in 2 tones of gold, which I also appreciate as someone who wears both. I like when one piece will go with everything, no matter what else I decide to go with that day, because I'm just weird like that and really want to match. So I love when a piece gives you both colors of gold, so you know your diamond ring's going to go with it and your signet ring's going to go with it. In my case, that's how I always, usually I have to be a little selective. Okay, which one are we wearing today? But, it's nice when it just, everything's going to tie together with that bangle being the yellow and the white gold together in the same bangle, and such gorgeous matching on those emeralds. All rounds, which is rare in and of itself. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining us tonight. Susan, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate that. All right, coming up, let's get a move on. We've got that big tanzanite. So again, anybody and everybody who missed out on that 10-carat round, we do have an oval and a 918 coming up. The bangle's $19.99, so let me know if you'd like that bangle, because that's got to go too, and it will. Maybe, we'll see. And then here comes the 9-carat 18s coming up in a little bit. We had our last round blue wing this past hour. So we're going to bring an oval out that's actually interesting because it's a little smaller in carat weight, but it's actually larger in its dimension and look. So welcome to our show. Glad you're with us tonight. It's the top of the hour, of course, and we're awfully glad you're here. We've got a big deal coming up. It's in 28 minutes. It's a little bit of a take and a little continuation of something we did on Monday night. I was here with you on Monday night on April Fool's Day. It was April 1st, so we called it affectionately Diamond Day because we brought you what was the biggest diamond value we'd ever had. We very well could actually top that tonight with something different. It's not a band ring, but it is something that goes with it. So for those of you that are saying, oh no, don't do it to me, because we had the earrings. We had the really incredible diamonds by the yard. Do you guys remember on Monday? It ended up being every single hour, I had a big diamond deal for you, from the 5-stone 2-carat band to the gorgeous DBTY that was so affordable to the earring studs, but that left us with one thing missing. And that was a pendant. We needed something for the neckline, right? Necklace we did. Pendant might be something you're looking for. So tonight, in about 27 minutes, we're going to bring you the 1 carat VS diamond solitaire in the round brilliant that matches the band ring that so many of you picked up on. And we're going to bring that out tonight. And it's at a super crazy good value that is going to be what we're doing for the month of April. We're not going to necessarily have a diamond deal every day, but we are trying our best to really start the month off with a real bang here with diamond values like you've never seen. And nobody leads in values in jewelry overall like we do, but it's not something where we get to endeavor into diamonds very often where it's just straight up diamonds, right? So tonight's that night. We're going to bring you that 1 carat solitaire, great for gifting, great for really just, I mean, you'll wear it every day like you will the band, and that's why they work well together. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Also have a Paraiba that's here as well. It's a Paraiba we're going to make affordable, and we have the Blue Wing Black D. But before we do any of that, I wanted to show you something in a diamond Wonder Ring, and before you go, oh, not the Wonder Ring, because I mean, at this point, we've had so many different varieties, and a lot of you own them. You might be thinking, I'm good. I can change the channel. I can go get a snack. I can go run and get it. No, you got to stay, because this is something new. This is taking, you know that big designer that does the illusion style sets with the baguettes and the rounds together? This is that designer's version of. They asked us if they could do their own version of a Wonder Ring, and we obviously granted permission. And so they did their iconic styles where you mix in baguettes and rounds to make it look like other varieties of cutting. And they put it together, and we have a couple of them, and they are perfect for wearing by themselves, stacking and layering, great as ring guards as well. But this is going to be a value that this designer does not do. So I really wanted to make it top of the hour, and yes, it is all diamonds yet again. And we're going to take a look at it. There's only a few to go around, and we upgraded the gold too. It's 18 karat solid gold. Whether you want, on this one, it's going to be white gold only, because you know, oh my goodness, look how pretty. And it doesn't need to be a stack. It doesn't need to be a ring guard. You can wear this on its own, but this was, again, the designer coming to us and saying, we want to do something special. We want to do something different. We want to take that influence because we love it, and we want to just add our spin to it. And they did, and the end result is something we've never had and never seen before. Call me on that bangle, that emerald and diamond bangle. I'm going to need to have that in my life. Okay, here we are. This is so beautiful. And it's item number 1118606. We went with, I love what we did here. We went with an old item number to help you out with the value and the discount. And that is already exciting. But here we are with our 18 karat. Yes, it is. You got that extra level of gold purity. So we're getting you into 18 karat gold here, getting you 38 points. And we always separate the baguettes from the rounds. So you're starting with a baguette carat weight of 38 points. Then you get 22 points in the rounds in addition to that. So it'll be a grand total of 60 points. That's just about 2/3 of a carat. And then wait till you see this on, because you're probably thinking, that does not look like a ring like I'm used to seeing. This is the difference. Rounds, baguettes, and when we say baguettes, you see that one that almost, if you're looking at that bottom center point and going, wait, is that a pear shape? It kind of looks like it. That's actually a tapered baguette. So when we say baguettes, that accounts for the baguettes and the tapered baguettes, okay? Both varieties together. But that little additional extra point at the bottom, so interesting the way that's done, because by creating that tapered baguette and then pointing it upwards, it gives it a little bit of almost a point and a pear-shaped look to it. That's really what this designer's whole mantra is give you that look of bigger individual diamonds, which if those were all Marquise cuts that were huge sizes, like 30 pointers all the way around, you know how pricey that would get. You know if that was a big pear shape at the base, you know how pricey that would be. This is where, again, it's still impeccable quality, beautifully set together, looks like you're getting those really huge individual diamonds, but without the price tag. And that's why these are so popular. Take a look at it. We'll try it on, because obviously if you want to get two, you can. If you want to use them as ring guards, you can. If you want to wear it all by itself, there's obviously 2 ways to do it. And it is like 2 rings in one, but it's all going to come together in the back beautifully as one. So for those of you that say, I don't really do wider rings, or sometimes those can be uncomfortable through the back of the hand, that is not what you're getting here. It still comes back to that complete single band in the back. Look at how pretty that is. And there's multiple ways because of the point here and the point here. It's a little bit more of an inverted point on this underside here, a little bit more pointed up top. So if you wanted to add a ring here or here, you can. I love the idea of thinking of this side as almost a straight line edge there. even though there's a little bit of that chevron shape to it, so you can easily stack. This could be, think of it like a crown for your favorite ring, and this is why you only really need one. Or if you want to get that full, if I wish I had two here, because then you know I'd do, I'd put the opposite one the other way, and then you'd have that whole ring guard effect, which is so beautiful. But speaking of the opposite way, we'll stay here on the hand because you know I want to try it on the other way, because there's half of you that are going to say, I think I'd wear it the other way. Well, here it is. That's how it looks if you choose to wear that point facing away from the hand, but look how pretty, and that's where this designer really loves the luxury. It looks like you've got big, big marquise cuts all the way through. Instead, they're baguettes and rounds together. It's supposed to be $39.99. We know these types of looks, every single one we've had is sold out. Usually they are not a band style. Usually they're a little bit larger, bigger through the middle, really huge, monstrous sizes. This is going to be that really deluxe setting, but still very wearable. And think about how you can play with it, mix and match, stack away. You could even put two the same direction and stack them that way. But remember, it's white gold only, so the only thing we need to know here is your favorite ring size. What is the size you want to wear it? And that means, again, pinky ring, sure, thumb ring, and anywhere in between. It works. But it's also not going to be $39.99. This is what we live for. And it kind of fits into our whole Diamond Day philosophy here of taking this month of April, taking the birthstone that we all just love, making it really, really special opportunities to get them, and watch it fly. It's not even going to be $39.99. We could go half off right now and give you a heck of a value at $2,000. We're not doing that. This is where this designer doesn't go. Because you know as well as I do, when we had to bring out all those designs that we brought in, and we've been doing this over the last month or so, we brought out all their designs. We ended up having to under cost price them. We had to charge you less than what we paid to get them, just so that we could sell them, because this designer is normally so high-end, it doesn't really fit into our metric and what we do here. So that's exactly what we've been doing of late. But with all that said, they're still usually $3,000 and $4,000 with all those discounts. However, that's been the value that's getting them out the door. Here's our most affordable way to experience this look, to get this illusion style setting, to get the look of big individual diamonds without paying for them, still VS quality all the way through. The only thing is here, it's got to stay in the white gold, but it's 18 karat. So you're getting that huge upgrade to the gold purity, and it's not going to be even $2,000 or $19.99. This is one serious value here. And we have never, mark my words, never have we had any of this designer's pieces ever for this price. And I'm not talking about $19.99. I'm talking about where we're going to make it even better. So $4,000 ring, at that point, you're probably not saying, yeah, I'll take two. Sure, let me stack a couple. But now, where I'm taking it, you might very well consider that. And so think about that new updated ring guard, that new updated Wonder ring, that where on the pinky, the thumb, I think with the dimension you have and the shape of it, I think it works really well on those fingers, the way it points either in or out towards the hand. It's not even $1,999. We're blowing it out. We're going to be very busy. It's not even $1,500 to get the piece, and that is saying something when you've got, I know that diamond weight, that's what's amazing. If you were to look at that ring and not read the graphics on the left, I think a lot of you would say, that's 2 carats in diamonds. Easy. Those have got to be 30 pointers, 40 pointers in marquise, and that's the thing. It looks like so much wow. It is so much amazing color. You get the way that those different cuts play with the light totally differently, so it gives you all that amazing just kind of attraction. Your eye cannot look away because it's mesmerized by the flashes of the baguettes, the beautiful scintillation of the rounds, and yet it's not even $15, $14, $13, or $12.99. So this is one of those fun ones that I think for all of my Wonder Ring collectors, you're going to love it. For anybody who says they really want something a little bit different in designer, maybe you look at big diamond pieces all the time because that's what you prefer, but the price tags get out of hand fast. Here's the way to go. It's not even $11.99, $10.99. Let's blow them out. Let's make it only $999 for the ring. And remember, solid 18 karat gold. And it's really a twofer because it is 2-in-1 here. You've got the 2 rings that are set together. Don't get me wrong, you're not stacking. You don't have to worry about, weird sizing up at all because it's weird that you're stacking 2 rings at once. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to worry about that. Don't think about it. It's all glides onto the hand as one ring like you're used to. But it gives you that look like you've stacked automatically 2 rings together, and they're sitting beautifully. So this is the way to get it. $9.99. We'll give it 60 seconds, then we're going to move because we have only about now 15 minutes or so until we get to that diamond solitaire. Haven't even flashed it yet. It's the icon of jewelry. I would definitely think about maybe even doing those searches because, you know, it's that thing that, unlike a lot of our rare stones, diamonds are something you can find out and about, but you'll never find the value. Look at that 1 carat stone. That is our 1 carat minimum diamond solitaire pendant that's coming up in about, well, 15 or 20, actually about 15 minutes. So not much longer to wait. And then we have our Blue Wing Block D to show you as well. We'll make sure that a Paraíba deal is coming your way as well. And then we also have a really rare bracelet. I know we showed you the bangle with the emeralds and the diamonds. Have you guys seen this? Because it's not something I've shown you before, but it is a really, really rare. And I can say we've never seen too much in pink diamonds in a bracelet. Look at these segments of pink and white diamonds. And the way they're set in squares, as far as the baskets, it looks like princess cuts without having the expensive princess cuts. So we do have that bracelet available. We'll show that to you. It's got a brand new discount, which I don't know why it's been discounted because I've never had it on the air, but it's a 7-inch style. We'll share it with you coming up. It's actually technically like 7 1/8, so it gives you a little extra room. But let's show it right now because one of the things, we don't shy away from colors of diamonds as well as our standard white diamonds. So this is really where you get exactly that, some really exotic diamonds together, but in a bracelet. Segments of rose, segments of white that'll correspond with the pink diamond and white diamonds that you have. It's item number 1110176, and this is going to be all the way around. So everything you see there with this pattern, 4 at a time, alternating one and the other, that's all going to continue the length of the bracelet, which is 7 1/8 inches in length. Now, there's one bracelet. We've got, first of all, an incredible amount of gold here. There's a lot of gold. Bracelets require, I know we show you 90% of what we show are rings. So sometimes it's hard to wrap our heads around. When you see a bracelet, you just think of it like any other piece of jewelry. When, as a designer, we have to think about, how'd you get there? How is it made? How incredibly important it is that you have a piece that actually has about the gold weight of 7 or 8 rings in one. So imagine if I had 7 rings up there and you were buying them all. That'd be expensive. That's what a gold bracelet like this entails to start before you have the diamonds. So take a look. Yes, question? Oh, congratulations. Thank you. This is going to be pink diamonds and white diamonds at 72 points. If they're calling it a bangle, it's not. It's not a bangle, just to be clear. Your description is going to say bangle. It's a line bracelet. Insert closure, figure 8 safety, button release. We'll show you all that. It's as is. I can't change the gold on it, but let's take you one length, one side to the other. There's where your insert side of the closure is going to be, and then we start there with the white, then the rose, and that's going to continue all the way through. And then you see as we get to the other side, this is going to be that insert closure, and this is why I know you saw 3 white diamonds on the other side. Rest assured it will be 4 because you have this little, and I know it's elevated because that's actually your button to release it. So once one side is inserted into the other, which I will show you here, that's how you're going to release it, is you press down. So just, it's that simple. You insert one side into the other. So now you see your 4. The one is elevated because that's actually your little sneaky button there. So that's how you're actually going to, you know, unlock it essentially. And then you have 2 figure 8s, keeping that secure. So this bracelet is 1 and 1 alone. It looks stunning on. It's kind of like your tennis bracelet, but deconstructed to have the pink and the white. Everyone's got a white diamond tennis bracelet at this point. Most people do, right? It's kind of the beginning start point of where we begin our collection so often. And it does have an almost, since the links are large, they're calling it a bangle because it's kind of, it's more rigid than, let's say, a typical basket line bracelet because you have these larger bars that are your links. So keep that in mind. It's a little more, it's still fluid and still going to be rounded and still going to fit the wrist beautifully. But it's actually got, you know, some, just again, a little more kind of a rigid kind of way that it fits. So it actually makes it really easy to put on. So you have that seamless, you see how even when it's curved around the wrist as I'm holding it here, you see that it's really going to be, it's not like you see big gaps between your links at all. So I love that they've made it the proper way so that it always looks great, right? I don't like when bracelets that are built like this where once they actually turn around your wrist, then there's these big gaping spaces between your links. That just really cheapens the look. So we've got a great discount on this one. It was $69.99, as you might expect it to be. That's your side profile. And the back, of course, is the same way as the front, but you just have all these larger rounds. And again, they do look like princess cuts because of the way that it's a square design around it. But this is going to be for one collar. I just think for stacking, for layering, it'd be beautiful for that. It's an easy to wear piece with others as well as on its own, because it's definitely large enough to wear on its own, but it still has that great straight edge, so it'll stack and layer if you want to build the arm candy like a lot of people are doing. But our $69.99 price goes away, and we make it a lot more interesting tonight. And again, I'm zoomed way, way back. So remember what it looked like on the wrist as far as a gauge for the size, because we're just zoomed back so you can see the whole thing and basically see how the inside is built and how the whole thing is just going to form. And you see the inside and the way that's finished, and you see that great closure as well. It's not even $69.99. Half of that's $3,500. We're going even lower. These are individually larger stones. So even though the carat weight is not overwhelming here, it's not like it's 8 carats in diamonds, although it looks it, doesn't it? It's actually going to be individually more sizable stones, all in round brilliance, looking like princess cut. Princess cuts I don't have in pink diamonds, so that would be a challenge to do. So if you're going to hold out and wait for a princess cut pink diamond bracelet, unlikely that's going to be something we can bring to you, but this is the next best thing. It's certainly the look up, and it's not even $35. It's not even, I can't believe this. It's not even $29.99. This is truly the only bracelet in our entire collection that we have like it. It is so unique and so rare and just specialty. You know, it's that pink and white that we love to see. Very high-end and lavish, and we're going to do better than even $2,500. It's $24.99 tonight. There's only one, and that is that. So it's our simple, easy deal here for one caller, one collector. Love the way that looks. I'll come in a little closer so you can really appreciate the diamond quality that's all the way through out the bracelet. And again, yes, a one of a kind. So that's it. I know, believe it. We got one of a kinds here for you. Those are all natural pinks, by the way. We never bring you the treated pinks or the, you know, we specialize in the rare, all natural colors of diamonds. We're not about bringing, the only diamonds we ever have that are heated are the black diamonds, and those are, those get a treatment to them, but our blues, our greens, our chameleons, our pinks, our yellows, they're all natural. So do keep that in mind. All right, coming up, we're gonna move along. We've only got a couple pieces from the show available, including those gorgeous cat's eye indicolite tourmaline earrings that were under $5,000 with demontoids and diopsides and diamonds and all the best of the best. And then we have an opal piece that's incredible. I have a creative design if you're into the little bit whimsical with quality as well. Check this out. This is just adorable. It's a pin, it's a pendant, and it is so, 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 so rare. Look at that. Is that or is that not a star ruby in the middle? I'm going to show it on the hand here from a distance so you can see this. Look at the size of this owl. Brooch and pendant. And no, we have not had a star ruby ever this size before. It's a 22 karat, 74 star ruby. Let's get you an item number here, because I'm gonna try to be quick on this, but I know it's not for everybody, but if I mark it down, it is. And I will do that. It's 1123-713. It's 18 karat solid yellow gold. It's a 2274 star ruby. That is natural. Then you have, there's more to it, cat's eye chrysoberyls, more phenomenal stones. Yeah, that would be, so I know, 2274. I mean, Tony, are we stunned? We've never seen anything like this, ever. It's 18 karat gold. It's a 2274 single oval stone right there. That's the body of the owl. What's around it, which you'll see it side by side. I just wanted you to get a faraway look first. Those are cat's eye chrysoberyls that are happening in 5 karat 36 total weight around the sides, multiple cat's eyes. And those are going to be put together to make almost the feathers of the owl. And then you have a 48-point diamond weight in solid 18K, and there's this really big, important diamond up here. We're talking about one of the best and strongest stars. I'd be impressed with that asterism if it was in a 1 karat stone. And it's more impressive that it's a 23 karat stone almost. Now, there's multiple ways to wear it because it is going to be a pin and it's also going to be a pendant. So it has the bail where I'm holding it. It also has a pin, so you can wear it a myriad of ways. But it is really going to be affordable. I wouldn't bring this out if it was going to be $18,999 with a no budge price. Watch this on the neckline. Look how beautiful this is from a distance. Still showing the star very, very clearly here. And then, of course, if you want to put it on a lapel, you can. If you want to put it on a jacket, a scarf, anywhere you want to. I mean, that's what the pin gives you the versatility to do. But you can see as the piece moves, so does the asterism. That's because it's a phenomenal gem property. This is what's called a star, but it's an asterism in the technical term. And it just rotates through and around the stone. Let's show it up close, though, because this is important. Really want you to see the quality of these stones. And yeah, we know it's not for everybody. And that's, what we're trying to keep in mind here is $19,000 is not going to cut it. Now, you're normally going to have one star. Of course, I always like to point that out so when you get it at home, you don't think I sent you the other owl, because there's only one like it. There's 2 stars present because there are 2 lights on the piece. But that's just impressive. Fancy colored diamonds, they didn't mention that. Do you see the diamonds? Because there are yellow diamonds, orange diamonds, and that really big white diamond up top. This is just an incredible value. The leaves, the florals below, you even have, well, they didn't mention this either, but there's actually 2-tone gold. There's white gold too, because that actually shows you the contrast with the tree branch that it's sitting on. So it's really special. Mostly yellow gold, a little bit of white gold thrown in. If you'd like it, I'll just blow it out so that it's really affordable. This way you could take it for just the 2274 star. And it would not be wrong. You could just take it for the star, meaning the star stone. Like, there's no other way. We have a great museum here in California. It's called the Natural History Museum. It's in Los Angeles. It's adjacent to where I went to school for 4 years. They have a star ruby on display there. And it's a 2-carat. Now, it's been a minute since I've been there, but I think it's a 2-carat. And it's on display in a museum. And it's a star ruby. This is a 2274, and it's okay if it's too out there for you. But if you want to have a collectible that's different, that's whimsical, that looks like you went and spent a literal $1 million, this is it. And you know what? I can walk into that Natural History Museum, and being the alumnus I am, and I can walk in there and say, I'll give you $1 million cash to take that star. They're not going to let me take that out of the case and take it home. That's the point. When you get star rubies this size, they're not available for sale. They're not available for sale. It doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have. It doesn't matter. You can't find them. Where else do you find a 22-carat 74 star ruby available? It's happening right now. It's happening right here. And this $19,000, I'm getting rid of it. So somebody can own this, because I've never seen a piece quite like it. And cat's eye, that's a different phenomenon. All those side stones are chrysoberyls with the cat's eye phenomena. So you have the asterism, you have the cat's eye, you have the diamonds, you have the 18-karat solid gold, all of this, and it's not even going to be $10,000. It's not $5,000. Okay, this is just an easy giveaway right now. It's not even 5 or 4 or 3,000. Okay, now you just take it apart, even if you don't. Yeah, listen, guys, you take it apart for the stones at this point if you're a collector. And if you love it the way it is, fabulous. Even more perfect, because you have a designer piece of jewelry through and through. And it's not $3,000. I'm serious. It's not $29.99. We're giving a piece away for anybody who wants the super unique and rare and specialty and over the top. All of that's here. And it's not even $2,500. I am really, truly making this the easiest piece of the night, I think, to decide on, because it's $2,499 only. And that is a miracle. And so, whimsy aside, look what you have in what is here, the category of rarity, all the way through this piece. $536 of just cat's eyes, $22.74 in a ruby with the asterism, diamonds. I don't even know if they got all the diamonds in there. There's a lot more diamonds than what 48 points represents. You've got the huge stone up top. You've got the diamonds that are the orange diamonds at the base, and then some yellow diamonds. You see the pave around the eyes there? That's different colors of diamond as well. Some green, some yellow, some golden. That is just a fantastic piece. And I'm not normally one to show you the museum pieces that are $1 million, but hey, if I can mark it down to next to nothing, I'm all for it. So that one's here if you'd like it. Pink and white diamond bracelet is here if you like it. And it's almost the bottom of the hour. So I'm going to bring out a piece that nobody's going to like at all. Right, just about everybody's going to love this piece. This is diamonds. We're going to talk about it right now. We're going to go ahead and bring it on out, because I don't have a better value today, and I don't have a better value in this inventory. Monday night we had a value, but it's sold out. And I am so happy to say that a lot of you, as of Monday, April 1st, 2024, now are going to be the owners of one of the most incredible diamond values I have ever been able to stand up here on National Live TV and show you. But we are going to follow that up with something right now. And I know it might seem a little bit too soon or something like that, but this is the moment. We have a 1 carat. We spent, and if you're going, I don't even know what she's talking about on Monday, but what happened on Monday? What did I miss? We had a 5-stone diamond band, but the difference was it was 2 carats. So it was 40 pointers across the 5 stones each. And those are really big diamonds, and we made it really affordable. Well, we're going to upgrade you here with a solitaire for the neckline for anybody and everybody to wear. This tends to be one of the most in demand, one of the most coveted styles in all of jewelry. A lot of ladies, what they want, besides tennis bracelets and a diamond ring, is a diamond solitaire pendant that can be worn every single day, layered or stacked or worn on its own. Really just depends on your own personal style, your own personal aesthetic, or just change it up by the day. I mean, isn't that lovely about what jewelry's about? It's not permanent. It's not a tattoo. You can change up your look by the day, and ladies, feel free to do so, because I think it's one of the greatest things. We as women endure a lot of things that are, I think, kind of tricky. And then those are the benefits of being a woman, is that you get to change up your style whenever you choose to. And jewelry is such an easy way to do it. Just by day, hour by hour, you can totally change your look. And yet with certain pieces that we want to invest into, we want to invest in pieces that we know we're going to love long term. Well, there is nothing more status, more iconic, more universal than a single solitaire diamond. But here's the struggle. Everyone's got them. Every jewelry store you could walk into, from high-end Rodeo Drive, Madison Avenue, to the basic store on the street corner of the strip mall, every single jewelry store is going to have a diamond pendant. And then there's this huge world of quality. Size. Oh, you know the 4 C's, right? The color, the clarity, the carat weight, the cut, and all that can maneuver and shift and be different. We're just going to say, let's take you to the top. You want to go to the penthouse of diamond jewelry? Here it is. You want to go to the very, very top? This is it. We're going to show you a huge special. Now, you think the diamond ring was limited on Monday night? And I cannot tell you how many people I've turned away. People, the emails, I mean, and I still, guys, I apologize. I had a lot of emails over the last couple of days since I saw you Monday night. Thank you to everyone who sent these beautiful, glowing, amazing emails about just your appreciation and gratitude towards offering that diamond ring. I'm a little bit behind because I'm tending to family matters today, but I gotta say, I'll get back to all of you as I always do, but I will just say thank you for your gratitude. A lot of appreciation shown to our diamond deal we offered on Monday. This could be even bigger and better. Now the key is we don't have as many to go around because we're working with a far more rare diamond. We brought you 40 pointers times 5. Now we're bringing you one single solitaire that is a 1 carat size. So it's not going to last. We've only got a couple. So that's where, again, I don't have one for every state. You know, in shopping terms, when you're in a home shopping network environment, you know, for years and years, people have said in our business, we have 1 per state. We have 5 per state. We don't have 1 per state. Not even close. We don't even have 1 for half of the states, meaning if there was just 1 representative from your state that called in to get this in this nationwide show on this Wednesday night, we don't even have 1 for 20 states or 20 states or 25 states or 15 states. Guys, we are really limited. So that's how many I got. 10. 10. Now that's why, if you're wondering, same question, I got a lot of people asking me, why'd you guys do that diamond band on a Monday when it would normally be on a Sunday? Because literally it was that limited. We knew that was not, we can't do it with all the eyeballs we have on a Sunday or a Saturday. We couldn't do it. We know that would just really upset people. That's how limited we are. This is here on a Wednesday night because we have so few. We can't put this on a Monday or a Saturday or a Sunday. That's because we have 10. I'm not afraid to say it. 10 pieces to go around for everybody. That is going to be tough. There could be people getting more than 1 because they want to get 1 for themselves and 1 for a daughter or 1 for a sister or 1 for their lover, whatever it is. This is it, guys. It's last call, and it hasn't even been shown. That's how limited this is. So call in because this is a 1 carat diamond. Now, I spent a good deal of time, let's see, 2022. So it's February of 2022. We did a whole mini series of every Thursday night show for about 6 weeks was gems, loose gems. And pretty much you guys, you made your demands felt. And you said, we don't want to see anything loose but diamonds. I sold 1 carat diamonds loose 2 years ago, 2 years and a month. So it's been 25 months. And I sold stones like this loose for more money. And we couldn't keep them in stock. This is set in gold. This is and it's, if you think it's not VS quality, it's still VS quality. It's gonna go with that ring you got. It's gonna go with whatever you have in our hoop earrings. It's gonna go with anything you've got from us in VS Diamonds, except this is the big one. This is the granddaddy of them all. A 1 carat, perfect diamond solitaire. Basket setting 4 prongs. Split bail. Do we have already somebody, Jason, thinking about one? We've got somebody who wisely has decided, I'm going to call in before I even see the piece or see the price, because with 10 to go around, and I know it's a Wednesday, so we don't need 300. But that's why this is here and the night it is because we have so few. That doesn't mean we won't sell out before everyone gets one. It means you dial in early, and that way you're at least there. You can hang up if you want to, and you can say thanks but no thanks and be on your merry way and ride off into the sunset. Or you can get in on the best diamond value I've ever had here in a 1 carat solitaire. And that is because this is plain and simple. It's never happened. We did lose stones, and some of you might have been with us at that point. I don't know, everyone. Some of you have been watching for 8 years. Some of you have been watching for 8 minutes. It's just, again, depends on how long you've been with us. But if you remember those early days of 2022, when we brought you 1 carat VS stones, as we did, and they were, I'm talking 400, 500 going out at a time. And I'm going to tell you right now, they were $4 grand. I am not shy about it, because those of you that were with us, you know. You might be wearing them right now. You might have had a jeweler set them into jewelry for you. Maybe you made your own jewelry. Maybe you did custom designs. That was the beauty of it. But for those of us that say, I don't need to worry about making my own thing, plus that's only going to cost me more when I'm paying someone for the labor and paying someone for the metal, we've done it for you in this classic solitaire setting. White, yellow, rose, you choose any one of them. 10. We have 3 people on the phone lines. I would say 3 are gone, because I already told you that this item number is going to be 7852. We're going to use an old one. It's 1117852. Let's use the old item number to help give you a better value. On our VS minimum, on our 1 carat minimum, on any gold you want, and we've got 10, so this is not going to last, so please dial early, because we've already got 3 gone. I've already heard that. Just because probably I've now given you the grand reveal that it's under the price of the solitaires we had 2 years ago, which was $39.99. And please price them. Now, if you want to be fair, you want to price them against a similar diamond. Please don't look at the price on a 70-pointer that's an I3 quality that's got a really, really brown body color, because that's not what this is. This is a 1 carat round that's got a 6.5 millimeter size, that is a near colorless stone that reads completely white to the eye, and it's a 1 carat minimum with a VS clarity grading. And that's why you get the sparkle and the pop you do. I'm going to show you all the different looks. We'll measure it. We'll show it on the neckline. But I need more callers if you want to get one, because this is the special of the day. And if you were lucky enough, I know a lot of you were so kind to pick up and purchase that band ring on Monday just 48 hours ago. But this would be the piece that you could have to forever go with it, to complete the set, complete the look, get something that's more sizable for the neckline as you want it to be, because it's standing on it's a bigger surface area, right? Our necklines are bigger than our fingers. So you want the diamond to be a little larger. Here's what it looks like on the hand. I'll measure it for everybody as well, from top to bottom with the bail. And then we're going to get you ready for this value. And come on in, because this is the piece you put your favorite chain with it, and you wear it every single day. We have 4 gone now, and we haven't gotten to the price. So I would wait. It's not $39.99. It's a ½ an inch from top to bottom. Let me show it on the neckline here as well, so you can see what this looks like from a distance away. And that's, I realized I only have 1. So otherwise, I'd be putting one on. What I would tell you, if I had all the stones in the world, all 10, what I would do is I would layer 3 of them together at different lengths. I would put one up here at 16 inch. I'd put one down here at 17. I'd put one here at 18. And I would layer them up. And yes, they'll work on those diamond by the yard chains as well. So if you use your DBTY as a pendant chain, you're going to have that working for you here as well. But this is what we've got. $39.99 is not your price tag. Discounts on diamonds don't exist. Diamonds of a fine quality are special and rare. We have 5 gone. So guys, we're halfway through our quantity, and we haven't got to the final price, because everyone's thrilled with $39.99. And that makes sense, because right now it was legitimately the price that I sold the loose stones for 2+ years ago on this show, on this very stage, and you loved them. This is that value, but with free gold, free labor. And oh, by the way, diamond prices have gone up in 2 years, not stayed the same. They've gone up. pretty much everything has. So this is not $39.99. It's a value. That's why 5 of them are gone. That's why half of our quantity is sold out. Do not wait. This is the piece to get. This is the piece. The solitaire, the great idea for gifting, anniversaries, birthdays. It's a milestone piece. This is a 1 carat minimum diamond. And by the way, it's minimum. If you get a carat of 8, I hope that's okay. We're just guaranteeing you at least 1 carat. What we pride ourselves in, it's got to be the color, it's got to be the clarity, it's got to be this ideal cutting, it's got to show off the brilliance you're seeing here in this stone, and it's not even $39.99. We're going to sell out. No question about it. It's not even going to be $3,500. And think about it, you're going to wear it probably every day. If you give it to someone as a gift, oh my goodness, first of all, they're going to absolutely love it, but they're going to wear it every day. They have something that they're wearing close to their heart that is from you, a loved one. Think about that and how special that is. And it's timeless, and I don't care what her age is or what she does for a living or how she dresses or what her skin tone is. A diamond solitaire in this style is going to be iconic for her, and she'll love it forever. And it's as specialty as you get, because even when, it's just such a big deal when you get a 1 carat. And it's not $3,500, it's not $34.99, and now we have 6 gone, I'm hearing, because we just had another one go. So this is not going to last. I don't even know if it's going to last until we get to the final low price. So come on in and be a part of it and find a way to get it so you have the whole total collection, because this is something we've been working on for a long time just to celebrate the month of April together. Right at the start here, it's not even $34 or $33 or $32.99. I have never, and I've been doing this 22 years. You could go back and look at tapes of me as a pretty young woman selling jewelry 22 years ago, and I wasn't selling 1 carat VS diamonds for any price like this. So if you think that this is a world where you can't get into fine jewelry, or maybe you got to really, really sacrifice quality to get there, or the budget just doesn't allow, these are the moments and these are those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities that TVON makes possible, that nobody else can and nobody else does. And it's not $32.99. And it's not $31.99. And remember, you got 5 40-pointers before on Monday. You're getting one carat solitaire tonight. And it's a price tag that's not even $31.99. Only now we have literally 3 left. So what can I say? They're going to sell out very quickly. Get your favorite gold color as well. If you want to stock and layer them, you can, because they do that beautifully also. But it's not even $3,099. This is a giveaway. And I know it's not inexpensive, but this is a 1 carat diamond. I challenge you. I am in the downtown wholesale world every day almost. Pretty much every day, especially these days. I am downtown in our wholesale district here in Los Angeles almost every day, working with diamond wholesalers and dealers who I have to show a resale license to get buzzed into the building. And I go all the way up to the 32nd floor of the building on Hill Street, and I can deal in literally hundreds of diamonds at a time. I'm not getting this price. And that's the deal. You can be in the wholesale trade. You can be a dealer yourself. You can have a family member or a friend who still won't be able to get you this value. It's a 1 carat diamond. It's set in gold. It's for everybody. And you have a money back guarantee. When do you shop for fine jewelry where they give you weeks to evaluate it, wear it, try it, get it appraised if you want to, and then decide? It is not even $3,099. We have 2 left right now. So this is not going to last. We're going to give it 60 seconds. But if you ever wanted a 1 carat, remember how significant it is to get that size of diamond, how rare that is, how specialty that is, and you're not giving up the color or the quality at all, because it's the same amazing quality we always deliver, even in our 1-point diamonds. You all love and applaud our quality of our 1-point accent stones in our rings. This is that same quality, but in a 1 carat size. And we have 2 left, so let's get them out the door. Not even $3,000. They are $29.99 for the ultimate classic pendant in a 1 carat diamond solitaire, and it's down to $29.99. So we have 3 left and counting. I don't even know. We might be down to 2. So let me know, Jason, if you've got another. We've got another one over here. So this is it. 53 seconds remaining. 10 to start with. Well through our quantity for the most part. Have 2 remaining. 45 seconds left. It's now or never. Even if you are shopping, I know it's only March, or rather April. It's only April. We're only 3 days in. I know that December sounds far away. Christmas time, that sounds far away. It's tough to imagine sleigh bells and jingle bells and snowmen. It's tough to think about Hanukkah when it's only April. But I'm going to tell you, there's no diamond deal between now and then, because once these 10 are sold out, they are going to be sold out. And there are diamond deals out there that we bring every now and then, but even in the 8 years that I've been here almost, I've never had a 1 carat diamond solitaire for this price. Never. I've never had one. So I think that that is a pretty good barometer for value. And so here we are with now 2 left still. I mean, we had the early shoppers, they know. They're the ones that knew. They knew from the beginning. They knew from me talking about it. They knew from a flash. They knew they had to have it. And you know the value. Maybe some of you are the ones that bought $4,000 loose diamonds in the same size 2 years ago. Maybe you're one of them. Well, that doesn't mean you throw those out. Those were a great deal, but this is a better deal. Buy $1,000, but there's added value because you've got gold and labor that went into it. It's not a loose stone. We're not sending you a loose stone in a box that you got to figure out what to do with it. We are sending it to you in a ready-to-wear, put your favorite chain through it, and you're done. You're good to go. And you have an iconic piece of jewelry. We got to give it 60 seconds, then we'll be moving on. 60 final seconds. We've got some diamond pendants that have an array of diamonds with them that give you bigger total carat weights, but not just one. So if that's more your bag, we've got that too. And we only have about an hour and 15 minutes left, and that means I got to bring out our tanzanite. Top of the hour is in 16 minutes. I'm going to bring out the 9 carat 18 that looks bigger than the 10 carat round that everybody was fighting over tonight. And that was only in the first few minutes of the show. So we're going to do that, guys. That 918 has not gone away. It has not been shown yet in full. We're going to bring that out at the top of the hour. You've only got 15 minutes or so to wait. So make sure you stay with me for that because that is not one you want to miss. Trust me when I tell you, because it's one of our last. Remember, we had the last round tanzanite earlier, which is why everyone was fighting over it. And now we're going to bring out one of our last of the ovals, and it's still museum reserve. So we've got that for you. $29.99, 15 seconds remaining. Now we have one remaining. Check it, price it, comparison shop. Nobody can do what we do in diamonds. It's a fact. I mean, it's a completely indisputable fact. I mean, you can just, again, compare apples to apples or not. Oh my goodness. Good, Marcy. I'm so glad. Oh, that's okay. Everyone spells it wrong, Marcy. It's okay. I'm used to it by now, but that's okay. But thank you. Thank you for appreciating spelling. Marcy, I'm so glad. So did you receive it already then? She got the owl. I remember it. The owl and the pearl and the cross together. Did you see, Marcy, the owl we had tonight? I'm hoping you did. If you're a collector and all. Let me know, Marcy. Marcy, thank you. I just got your message from Tony. If you did not see the owl, it's fun to see. We had the owl just a few minutes ago with the star ruby and the chrysoberyl. So yeah, Marcy, let me know if you need to see that again because, you know, as a collector, you'd probably appreciate it. And I'm so glad you're loving your piece. Okay. All right. Coming up, $29.99, last one. We're down to one now, so not much longer to wait. And that one will sell out before the night is over. We know that much. And then let's keep moving. We got the tanzanite coming up at the top of the hour, so haven't missed our last tanzanite of the night yet. That's still to come. And then we also, gosh, I love that necklace. Let me show it one more time on the neckline for you too. And I wish I had a chain to just slip on through it, but I'm always, you know, particular about if I show you the chain, it comes with it. If I don't, it doesn't. So I don't want to give you any, like, you know, I don't want to do any false advertising, but that's what it looks like, just obviously with some tweezers through it. But you can see how beautiful that looks as far as size. And I'm not a petite person. I'm almost 6 feet tall. And, you know, so it's just, again, it's a big piece. And when it can give you that kind of look on a got a very open neckline for this purpose. I mean, you can see it's a bold diamond right there. I mean, I can make any piece of jewelry look small, and yet you've got that really stunning round brilliant that you had there. So it's $29.99 if you would like it. Last call, last one. We'll go back up close. I just wanted you to see it on the neckline one more time. And then there it is, and it's VS, of course, so it'll be a perfect match. I love it. The idea that it's following up that incredible ring we had on Monday, I think is perfect, because if you did get the ring, first of all, thanks and congratulations. It's spectacular. I don't know if you guys have it yet, but you know, some of you probably do, some of you probably don't, but they're on their way, right? And it's just one of those things where it's going to immediately go with it so beautifully. So congratulations. And then what do we have here? Request on some, oh, I love these earrings. For Jacqueline? Mm-hmm. Jacqueline, we've got your earrings coming up. It's 11234442. Let's take a look at a little combination of tourmalines and tanzanite in rose gold. And Andy, was it this specific earring she was looking for? Wonderful. Well, we have one pendant left if you'd like it. Here's the earring, Jacqueline. This, oh yeah, hard to forget. If you've seen these before, likely you remember them. They are fantastic. It's the cutting for me. The round paired up with the trapezoid cut tanzanites. I mean, be still my heart. Look at that. In rose gold, shepherd's hook with even, they put the little backing with it too. How nice is that? You still get 18 karat gold inside that silicone backing, so you've got that little extra security feature built in. Oh, do you have Jacqueline talking about these? All right. So they're rose gold only, and they're only $9.99. And that's 18K. Remember, it's the carat 44, the rubelite rounds, plus the carat 20 in tanzanite, plus the 8 points in diamonds through the front of the shepherd's hook design. And she's already seen them, right? Or does she need to see them on again? Or she does? Okay, so let me pop one on really quickly. They're already spoken for. So thank you, Jacqueline. We'll just give her a look here. Because the length, oh, and they have a great finishing too. They're beautifully finished in the back. Boy, those stoppers are serious. Those are some serious backings. I don't think, Jacqueline, you even need them per se. I don't think that's a necessity to put those on, but you know, if you feel that if you ever have an issue with shepherd's hooks just working their way out of your piercing, you know, put on the little stoppers and then you'll ensure that that doesn't happen. But that's what they look like on for. So take a look at those. So there they are, the diamonds up front. Diamonds, of course, leading right on down the center point of the front of your shepherd's hook. And then you've got that amazing combination of tourmaline. Very dynamic rubelite tourmalines, by the way, and those trapezoid tanzanites that go all the way around to frame your tourmaline. So does that help out, Jason? All right, thank you so much, Jacqueline. Enjoy them. Taking a look at the close-up, and then we'll move right along. We will show you, let's see, we've got a few minutes left still till that tanzanite, last tanzanite of the day comes out to play. I did want to show you, here's that diamond piece yet again. Just your last look, still amazingly so. There's one left if you want that 1 carat diamond solitaire. I did want to show you a platinum piece with a full carat in diamonds overall. Not one stone, but a lot of them. So let me just pop this in, Tony, on the hand here. This is platinum, and then it's like think of it like a wide ribbon that folds over this chain. It's going to be 1122151, and it's solid platinum, including the chain that is all diamond cut beads. And it's platinum with an exact 1 carat. This is actually one of the lengthier chains that we've ever brought, coming with it for free. And it is going to be a 19.5-inch chain in platinum. So this gives you a little bit longer length. No adjustability on this one. So interestingly enough, just a 19.5-inch, which I'll show you where that sits approximately on your neckline. And this design, bigger round brilliance. So again, same carat weight as our solitaire we just had, but with more than 1 stone. Here's what it looks like from a distance. And 19.5 sits right there on my neckline about there. So again, 16's right about here. So 19.5 is usually somewhere in that neighborhood. But you see that chain, lengthier chain that yes, you can take off this particular pendant and put on with others. And yes, platinum's still going to work with your other white metals like your sterling silvers and your white golds and all of that. So don't feel like it's limiting to just platinum. I don't find there to be much visual difference there in a chain. So I think you're good to go. Put it with any of your white metal pieces that you have in pendants whatsoever. But let's take a look at it close up too, because I want you to see that these are not small diamonds. They might be smaller than what we just had in the solitaire, but they're not small at all. And there's that great dimension that you have and this great finishing on the inside, which again, very hefty to the platinum weight there. And there's one, and you're getting a chain with it for free. And I mean for free. We're definitely not charging you because this price tag is not even $39.99 any longer. And remember, those beads look mirror finished when you see it up close, but remember when they moved, how diamond cut each and every one is. It's like you have round diamonds making up your chain. I mean, it really does look like a diamond encrusted chain, and it's only going to be $1,900. You know what? Skip $19.99. Let's do better. Make it $12.99 instead. And it's platinum. Big diamonds all the way throughout and wrapping around the chain in such a beautiful way. Congratulations on those pendants. One left if you'd like it. And we're going to keep on rocking. Tanzanite time, 8.5 minutes. And then we've got one more. Let me see. Oh, we've got Russian demontoids and diamonds in a brooch. We've got a really fun freeform opal. Yeah, this one you got to see. Oh, it's so pretty. So let me know who's got this one. Jason's verifying. Got a couple people verifying on that beautiful piece. And yes, chain, one lengthy chain with it. So now we're going to take a look at a pendant without the chain. That's okay, because this will go with anything, because it's got 2 different tones. Oh my. Wow, you see why I had to get this in before the top of the hour? We had to prioritize that piece. Item number is 1123742, and this is a large, freeform, elongated, lightning ridge black opal. Actually, it's a Boulder opal, and still out of Australia. Freeform, platinum, 18K together. And then that is an emerald marquise cut that'll be at the top, plus the diamonds that wrap around it. This is an entirely bezel set in yellow gold. As far as the opal itself, it's glittering. And it's a 625 is the opal carat weight here. And then it has the 10 points in the marquise emerald and 20 points in the diamonds. That's on the platinum side and throughout this spiral of yellow gold on the other side. It looks good. Can I just make it affordable before the top of the hour gets here? I still want to show you a few items before we get to that tanzanite deal. So let me help you. We're going to do one only here. And yes, you need to see the size from a distance here. Let me show it on the hand. This has a really lengthy bail. So yes, diamonds by the yard, sure it'll work. Got a little more of an omega. If you've got an omega chain at home that you've been waiting to use, it's going to work. Yes, Jess? As far as I know, that platinum necklace is still here. All right, platinum necklace just went. Here's our 1 3/4 top to bottom pendant. It's got a little leafy-like design to the bail itself. Let me show it on the neckline. Oh, so pretty. Oh, you see a little darker light over here? And look what's happening. More color from your opal. It's a lot more friendly light than up close, isn't it? You get a lot more, just a little bit dark, kind of, again, replicating real life. Still not going to be, you will still get even more color and more wow when you see this in person, but at least it's a little bit more forgiving of a light than up close. So you're seeing a lot more of that dazzling color. This looks unreal. Like that doesn't even, that's not what opals usually look like. Even if they give us blues and greens, they don't usually shimmer. It looks like there are little mini emeralds all the way through, which is why it was so genius to put that emerald up top. It looks like you have little sparkling emeralds that are pave set in this Boulder opal. Okay, I am just not loving this $49.99 price tag. I know it's worth it. I know it should be. I know that's a great deal, but I need to make it more affordable right now. And we only have the one, obviously. So you ready for this? We'll take it back up close and take another look at it. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of $49.99. We'll make it $1,900. You know what? Not even 19. I got to move some jewelry. We're in the last hour almost. That's all I get with you. Another hour and 5 minutes, and that's it. 65 minutes, and I still got tanzanite. $1,500. $14.99. $13.99. Uh-oh. Okay, one last discount. $1,299 first caller. That sounds good. What would they like to see? Oh, it's top of the hour. I've been talking about it for like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 4.5 minutes. 4.5 more, please. Thank you for your patience. Make sure you stay with us. 4.5 minutes. The tanzanite will be here. It will. It's coming out. 9 carat 18 that looks like more than 10. And we'll prove it because we had the 10 carat round earlier, and this one looks bigger. So we'll show that to you. I just had to get this in. And then we have, let's see, got a really pretty opal piece in a ring too. Now this one's here, and I'm a little shocked at that. Platinum and 18K, emerald diamonds. Okay, so that one I'm keeping for the moment. And then here is the opal ring that I want to show you because it's got the same blues and greens, but a different pattern. Okay, see? This looks wild. It's like first, now you see it. What? 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 It's all blue. Light blue, electric blue, lightning. And then it goes green. Blue, green, blue, green. And it'll keep on doing that. Every which way you turn it, it is, wow. This is just, oof, this is a good one. I'm going to show it the other way too. Let's see what happens if we face it the other way. It's mosaic type pattern colors, vibrant blues and greens. 1120186, and this is a designer custom mounting for this stone. It's a 2 carat 53 black opal. This is lightning ridge material. And don't forget, all these pieces have been selling out. We have that opal pendant, but I think that one's verifying now as well. So let me know what you like. Don't wait, because we got a last call on the show here, hour and 3 minutes. Tanzanite coming up at the top of the hour. Can't wait to show that to you. Rini, if you're out there, we've got some pieces you asked to see. So if you're out there, they're all waiting for you. We just want to make sure you're here before we show them. And here's our 2 carat 53 opal, 18 points in the baguettes. You see how elongated they are? And then 52 points. Now they're missing something. Oh, good, it's up here, because my bag is missing one of those carat weights, but it looks like they fixed it in the graphics. 18 points in the baguettes. I only have the 52 points in the rounds. I did not have the princess cuts at 99 points, but I'm glad it's up there because it's priced on the bag as if there are no, I'll show it to you. There's absolutely no mention of, well, there's a mention of princess cuts, but it's blank. It says blank CTTW. CTTW means carat total weight. CT, carat, TW, total weight. So we say when you say CT, like what's up there, it's just something good to know if you're into jewelry. CT means carat, meaning one single stone. CTT dub, like you see there, means carat total weight. So you know it's multiple points of baguettes that total 18. 52 points totaling the rounds. I don't have any record here of the 99 points in princess cuts, so guess what? They're free. This is priced without the princess cuts in it, and that's the biggest diamond carat weight of all. So you're getting those for free. It's like a human error that's going to actually make sure that it's an extra value for you all, and that's exciting because just let that be, you know, kind of like that little extra because it's a discount. It really is. When you're getting free diamonds, that's always beneficial, especially when they're 99 points at princess cuts, and most of them are, you see, there are those two big ones on the sides here. You see on the very outer edge, left and right, very large princess cuts, but there's more throughout. They're actually at the north and the east and the south and the west around the ring as well. So it's incredibly important, and yet we only have the one. It's not only is it totally ignoring the princess cut weight, but it's also a markdown at the same time. So that's a beautiful thing. It's called discounts on discounts on discounts, deals on deals on deals. You got it all happening right now. And it's not even going to be, well, isn't this a fun day to be shopping? It's not even $79.99. Let me try this on though, because we had to zoom way far back. And I do want you to see a little more movement to that stone so you can see how it does. It's like a color change stone without having to change your light source. It's opal, so it's actually a different phenomenon. It's called play of color, and it's playing. Some opals just play better than others. You want them to play in a loud fashion. You want them to be loud, be proud. Some opals are very muted. They don't give you a lot. They give you subtle colors, pastel colors, maybe not a lot of color. This is that bright, vibrant blue and green mix that are just, I call it the mosaic pattern because it's big sheets of color overtaking one another. And it's not even going to be $79.99, I promised you that. But look at how enormous this ring is overall. From side to side, from top to bottom, all rectangular in shape, still balanced with an oval stone in the middle, and it's not even $79 or half of that at $4,000 or even, okay, let's make it even better. Let's not even ask for $39.99. Let's really get this one going out fast. And if you want it, there's only one. It stays in the white gold. We'll size it for you. It's $29.99. And then guess what time it is? Top of the hour, Tanzanite time, 9:18's coming out. Next, let's see who's got this one. $29.99. What do you guys think? I think that's one of the more creative and different, distinctive, unique mountings we've ever seen here, and it's gone. Congratulations. It takes us right to our top of the hour. Welcome to the show if you are just tuning in. Thanks for being with us if you've been with us for the last 2 hours. The opal's gone. The only thing I have left from the last several minutes would be the opal and emerald pendant that we had in platinum and 18K. It's Tanzanite time. So it's getting to be a little bit of a sore subject here. We are in a final call on our blue wing block Ds, as you probably heard. If you haven't, it's been really, really, really crucial to know that we are in last call. Earlier tonight, I had our last round, and that's why it's a bit, I felt terrible because it was one of a kind, of course, and we had a lot of people upset they missed it. So I'd been mentioning to hang on because we had a 10 carat round, and then I told you we have a 9 carat 18 oval that's coming up right now. This 9 carat 18, still museum reserve, still all the glorious color, still all the visible reds. But the beauty of it is this 9 carat 18, and I don't know if I want to bring that 10 carat out again because it kind of created a little havoc the first time around, but I could show you the comparison because this 918 visually is larger, which often opals are. Rounds being their, simple diameter, whereas oval being naturally a more elongated stone. Ovals are going to typically have a bigger appearance to them. So if you've been thinking about maybe shopping a 10, a 12, a 15 carat, but you know how limited they are going forward, or maybe it's the budget thing, right? Maybe it's that I want a 15 carat, but the budget says no, right? That can happen too, because a 15 carat is going to be significant in pricing. Let's get you a 918 that looks like a bigger stone. Let's get you all the best in blue wing block D, which is that gorgeous purple, that amazing blue that's dominating. And let's give you all the red flash that usually is a little tougher to see on camera. This is it though. So the rounds are gone as of 2 hours ago, not even. And now the oval is here, and we just don't have that made to go around. So overall, we're in last final days of blue wing block D. Please, before you go out and have to spend, because this is a reality, you would have to spend more to get less anywhere else you're shopping. If you're shopping at any store, network, company, jeweler, designer, what have you, for tanzanite, you're going to be spending more for lesser quality. So this is the time and the place to get your best of the best. And it's happening yet again for at least the moment. We can cherish these while they're here. We really have to take a lot of pride in this. Here is the 9 carat 18, and it is stunning. And I know a lot of you have been waiting patiently. Thank you for waiting for it. Wanted to make sure that on this weeknight we can have something special for this final hour of the show as we get it started. Take it all in. Take it all in. 112-3546. It's a stunner. And it also is 918 Museum Reserve. It happens to be a diamond weight, and this is, yes, a classic take, signature mounting. Anybody and everybody could wear this ring if you like bigger jewelry, certainly. But once again, if you are, perhaps there is, because on any given night, there's going to be somebody who's never watched our show before. It's kind of, I'm not a big fan of being repetitive, obviously, for those of you that watch every show or been watching for years. But there's always inevitably going to be people that have never seen our show before and are just discovering the amazing rarity and quality of TVON. To that I say, and to them I say, this is not just a word I use lightly. I don't throw around the word best, but this is the literal best. There is only one mine in the world that this is ever been sourced. So we're talking about the base of the Marilani Hills in Tanzania. We're talking about a mine that, discovered in the late 60s, has very little production, experts say, left. Most experts are saying it kind of varies depending on who you talk to, but for a few years now, it's been considered 20 years or less. So a generational gem discovered and likely mined out within the span of one generation. And that's unusual. And you have here a material that is truly our exclusive because it is through the connection and relationships with the miner himself. Now, granted, this was mined some time ago. It wasn't mined last week. Block D was mined about 15 plus years ago. This was one specific vein of the D block. D block always produced the best color. It's a stone that is heat treated. They almost always are. But D block produced a higher end natural material that once heated like it all is, achieves a different color. It's not like you can dictate what every single piece of rough material looks like. If that was the case, it would all look like this. Everybody would heat it until it achieved this kind of amazing neon. That's not the way it works. Block C, for example, which is mined currently and all that's being mined for the rest of time, is a lighter material. So even after it's heated, it's still very light. It's just a difference in the area of the mining. So when you get this material, which by the way has 93 points in diamonds, so just short of a carat, in what is a classic signature style in that it's got the halo around the stone, framing it beautifully. It's got wider sides, which is also pave diamond, so that's on either side. And then let's keep in mind that can be done in your choice of gold color. So whatever it is that your preference is, you get. Plus, we have to make sure with a ring this size, we have to make sure it's built on the inside properly so that it can be comfortable to wear, and this is. So all of that said, you're looking at one of our last, and we're so proud it's here. Take a look at it. It's going to be an amazing value here, and I know this is like when Blue Wings come out, it's like this is when the show begins. And we had one earlier, and it was controversial because it sold so quickly, and there were a lot of people, rightfully so, really upset they missed it. Here's your next best option, and I'm going to make it easy. And here's what I'm going to do. I am wary of the fact, and I don't know if you remember, but when I was presenting that 10 carat round, I mentioned that the 918 tonight was not as well priced. And I'm going to show it to you right now. Here is tonight's price. There's the ring. Here's the price. $13,900. It started at 26, but it's basically $14,000 right now. I'm going to change it right away. And we have 2 callers already who are thinking about it. That's good to see. Let me try it on for you. And first I'm going to show you the inside. There is that undergallery I was telling you about that gives you that amazing comfort level so that it's built properly. It adds a lot of gold. That's a lot of labor and a lot of expense on our part, but it's necessary. Really necessary when you have a ring this size. Take a look at it on the hand. Now, I always recommend these stones just off the bat in the white, but if you want yellow gold or rose gold, it's going to be gorgeous that way as well. But that stone, I mean, seriously, if that information wasn't there, would you ever guess under 10 carats? Because I've been selling a lot of them for 5 years, and I would never have guessed that stone to be under 10 carats. Never. Some stones will do that. A little bit more of a shallow cut doesn't change at all, just gives you a bigger look than what you're actually paying for, which is beneficial to a lot of people. Let's put it on the auction block. I just haven't done one all night. And you know what? I probably shouldn't. We should probably carry through the next 52 minutes and not do an auction because it's not the busiest of nights. Wednesday nights aren't, right? So here's the thing. We're going to help you out. And that's not a price I can budge much from, but we're going to help you. And we're going to do something wild. And I'm truly, truly taking into great consideration that there were so many of you that missed out on the 10 carat earlier. This one's as close as we're going to get in size. It is. It's not like I have a whole array anymore. It's not like I can bring you 2 or 3 a show. It's not like we can even bring them every show anymore. This is truly the time to get them. And it's not going to be even $13,999. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's put it on the auction block. I mean, we haven't even tried this tonight. Usually I'm going to have some kind of like little precursor auction to at least kind of test out the waters on any given night. I haven't done that. So all I know is that this is going to be a great value, and I really have to do it because I told you the lowest we could do is $13,999. That last round was a little bit less than that, so it leaves us with a bit of a quandary here. So we're going to try to help you, and we're going to try to see who's out there with us tonight in this latter hour of the show. It's not even going to be half of this price. That would be $7,000 to start. Nothing wrong with that. We're under $1,000 a carat. You can't buy the basic block C material right now anywhere. You know, the light pale material that has none of this red flash, none of that blue exquisite color, that right now is $3,000 a carat. This is under $1,000 a carat. Oh, by the way, it's set in gold and diamonds too. So what's not to love? But we have had, and it's my own fault, I realize, I've had 5 years of selling this a lot cheaper than anybody does. It's not just about our per carat price living in this blue wing block D bubble like we do. Compare our prices to everyone else. Just know that here is the best and you're still spending less to get it. That's the beauty of it. And it's not going to be 7 because I've spoiled you rotten with price tags that are way too low. So we can't stop now. We're in the final days of offering this material. Can't stop the values now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not starting at 7. I'm not starting at 6. I'm not going to start at $5,000 either on a 9 carat that looks like it's more like 12, 13. Tons of diamond weight, great finishing on the inside. You choose the gold. You get your size. I'll get it to your doorstep for free, which is not free, to ship jewelry. And we're not even going to ask for $5,000 to start. Excuse me. Not 5,000? How about 45? I mean, come on now. 4,500, that matches the price on, you know, that little, that piece we saw earlier that caused a whole lot of havoc on the phone lines. But we have 3 people talking about it. We have $4,500 to start. And you know what, Tony? Let's just give them a $10 increment. I know this deserves more. I know it does. I know it does. I know. I know we should be doing $1,000 increments or $500 increments or even $100 increments. Let me try it on again. But it's not going to be any of that. That stone is everything. So have you seen, and for anybody who's going, I don't even know what that is, but I like it, right? Because you've probably seen this stone before, but it does not look anything like what you see elsewhere. Nowhere else are you going to get tanzanite that has red flashes, this visible. And yes, that gets even better when you see it in person. Let's skip 45. We have 4 people talking about getting this one started. We have 4 people, and you know what? Maybe there's more. Come on in. This is a live auction. We are a nationwide broadcast. So it's just a matter of who's going to be on those phone lines giving us the open, and then we may have a little competition here because you know we are getting down to the wire. It's been 5 years and 3 months and a week that we've had this material. exclusively ours, not 45, not 44, not 43, not even $4,200 to get it started. Let's come on, let's get you in. Because you know what happened earlier if you were with me. Lots and lots and lots of people missing out. We don't want that to be you. And when we are up against it here with the quantity or lack thereof that we have going forward, you need to get in now. You need to get in on these pieces. This is until what? What are we going to do after this? I honestly don't know. But I can't, in good faith, stand up here and try to sell you lower quality material that I'll tell you right now would be a higher price. It has to be. We're in the wholesale trade every month at these huge trade shows where it's $3,000 a carat for low quality material. I hate to say it, but it is. It's a fact. So get it tonight. Get the better material for less. Not even $4,100. Let's try it. Let's go $4,000 to start. $4,000 only. And then, by the way, that's a full 93 points and diamonds around it, right? We love that. And you're going to get your gold color, and you're going to get the size you need. We do all that. We take care of everything, and you still get a money-back guarantee. So it's not too late yet, but we're getting there. So again, last call. Let's give it 60 seconds to get it started and see what's happening out there. And that's going to be it. So 4,000 to open. Where will it go? We don't know. This is a live auction. The best thing you can do is just skip the drama of the competition and just come on in and give the open, because I can't go any lower than that. $4,000 to start, and here's what it looks like again. Look at the inside. Built the right way, completely finished on the inside, totally there for your comfort. That's so that you can wear a bigger ring for hours and hours and hours on end and days on end. Make that your everyday. I always like to point out when the reds go to their outside. I mean, I stopped in my tracks there to point out that those red flashes are going all the way to the very outskirts of that stone. We don't always see that with our blue wings. That's why this was put aside as museum reserve. You are literally looking at the pieces that should be going to the museums, and now it's yours. You can take it. You can take it. You can have it instead. You won't be the first TVON customer to have a museum collectible. Do we have no open at 4,000? Is that what I'm saying? Because I still have the same 4 people on the phone lines. I don't know what everyone's waiting on, but I'll tell you this. If you'd like it, skip the auction. I'm just going to sell it. I can't stand the thought, and I know a lot of you are mad at me because we sold out that round earlier. I know. Like I said, I can't fight Mother Nature. I wish I could go fly to Tanzania, go head through that wall that they got built around the mine. I wish I could go all those many miles into the earth and go get you more Block D, but I can't because there's no more in existence. I would go to those links for you if I could, but I can't. So here's the deal. We're just going to, you know what, Tony, just make it $39.99. I'm done. The auction, I should have tried an auction, like a little, trial auction. I didn't, so now we're here, and we're just going to sell it at $39.99. First caller. So I think 60 seconds will do it, and then it's going to be gone. Take a look at it. Last call. Last chance. Let me know who's got it. If we're not into auctions tonight, that's okay, too. That's okay. But now it's really urgent that you get on the phone lines and get it before somebody else does, because that's a whole different deal. Does anybody want a really affordable Paraíba? Because I got that too. Really rare tourmaline in the blue greens. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Jess, am I hearing you correctly? Okay. There is a possibility that this cannot be happening right now, but I think you know. Is that, Jess, you let me know. I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to create a frenzy on these phone lines. Verifying on this one? Joanne, Jason, anybody? Verifying on this one? $39.99, 4 seconds. So, all right. Let's keep on going. That one's verifying. We'll see who's got it. Let me know, let me know. There is a... Which one? Oh, the Congo. But not the 10 carat. Okay. I thought you were talking maybe about the 10 carat. Okay. We have got a, and who was that, Jess? So I have some good news for somebody. I don't know if you were with us in the very first few minutes. We had a little switcheroo just happen. So the stone that came back is the Congolese tourmaline from earlier tonight. which I know a lot of you missed out on. So good that I know about it now when we can still tell you about it and make sure somebody gets this gorgeous tourmaline, which is the look. It's going to make it very difficult to sell my little 72-point Paraíba because this is our 498 that has the same color. But it's a Congolese tourmaline, emerald cut stone, and it's very, very special. It really is. It's a 498, and it's almost Asher cut because it's almost a square, but it is emerald cut. So just for the record there. But also it's got the double row in the diamonds, carat 06 there. We have one only. So keep calling. Let me know who's got the Tanzanite. I know we're verifying on that one. Andy, are you thinking about the Congo or the Tanzy? Okay, neither. All right. Let me know if anybody got the big, if that 918, I'm still waiting to get my Tanzy, and I'm getting really nervous about it. Like, am I ever going to get one of those? I don't know. I really don't think at this point I am, but if the 918's here, I'll take whatever I can get. But here we are, 498. This is a little recap. So this was here earlier, sold immediately. We're talking in the first few minutes, but it just got switched out for something else. So you get a chance to pick up this tourmaline in those gorgeous blue greens, and we got it down really, really low. That's $29.99. So that's going to be it, $29.99. And that's going to be just a quick recap. Okay, here we go. That's the tourmaline. Let me try this on for you too, just in case you missed it, because it was much earlier tonight. Jason, did you get the 918? 6-carat opal pendant. I remember it. Thank you so much. I thought it was already sold though. So you didn't double sell it, did you? Just let me know. Are you sure? Because I thought that was already gone. No? Okay, good. All right. Okay. So 625 opal's gone from earlier. That was just from a few minutes ago. I'm going to try this one on for you as well. This is that gorgeous tourmaline. I don't know. I think we're getting to that point where I think we've exhausted a lot of our Congolese tourmaline lovers. I know that many of you noticed these are very Paraíba-like in their look here. Stunning color. Look at the blues and greens together. See, here's the thing, and I probably shouldn't show this to you because this is supposed to be, something I'm supposed to sell tonight. But I have a stone that's a true Paraíba that is actually, we know it's copper bearing. It's only 72 points. And the problem is it's right here. I'm just going to show it to you. It's more money. It's $49.99 and it's more money. And there it is. It's much smaller, but it's the same color. So if you want the 72 pointer, no, I'm sorry, it's a 40 pointer. 40 points? Oh no. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the sapphire. This is a 40 point, I kid you not, it's a 40 point tourmaline and it's $49.99. Here, I know this one, we are not sure if it's got copper yet or not. It hasn't had that testing, it's too new of a find. Do you have this one? All right, Jason's gonna take that one again. So $29.99, it's gone. And then I'm probably gonna skip the 40 pointer. Yeah, now that I've pretty much been the anti-sell on that 40 pointer. But right, it makes sense. Why get a 40 pointer for $5,000 when you could get that? So let me just switch gears here. We're going to go to sapphire. We're going to go to a beautiful, I know you know this stone, but we've all heard of sapphires, but rarely do they give us a visual like that stone. And that's really what's so special here. So that's going to be, and thank you so much. Let me know, Jason, when you know who got that Congo tourmaline, because that's a very special stone. I'm a little jelly. Now here we are. And let me know, Andy, did anybody get the 918 yet? I don't know, 918, you gonna leave it for me in 39 minutes so I can buy that? Because that is something that is, yep, we're all in need of a blue wing black tea. We all gotta get one before they're gone. But let's talk about something very, very special. Like a sapphire, but it's not just any blue sapphire, and that's where they differ. There's a lot of blue sapphires you can look at in the world, and they look vastly different. And they'll be maybe not even exhibiting much blue color at all. Most blue sapphires are so deep and navy that they're not giving you a lot of blue. This is not just blue, it's cornflower blue, which is a specific tone, a very specific color. Couple that with the fact this is a round, brilliant stone as well. You'll let me know on the 918, Andy? But only good news. I mean, I'm kind of just holding out. There's no chance it's going to be available in 38 minutes, right? It might be? Okay, so here we go. 3193. I know I got to stop thinking about the tanzanite and talk about cornflower blue, but you got to realize when there's a 918 still here at a price like that, that's special. So here's our 72-point round cornflower blue. Tony's got the cornflower queued up. Yes. What? What do you mean? Well, this is how this stone is named. Take a look. Here's the example. It's the most specific color where it's not really, it's like there's a tone of purple element. There's a little bit of like a bright, bright blue. It's a carat weight in diamonds as well around it, but that is the specific color blue. And look, identical in this round. That, yeah, just a back and forth like, oh yeah, I see it now. I see it. Navy blues don't mimic cornflower. You can't call a navy blue sapphire or a royal, even royal blues like the one that the royals wear. You know, the big 11 karat that the royals wear is Ceylon. Indeed, it's Ceylon material, but that's not cornflower blue. It's true that that's a very elite color to achieve in sapphire. It's rare. This one is it. It's got the double halo. We're adding a carat weight in diamonds, so you got a lot of diamond weight around it. Really frames it beautifully. I mean, this is the ultimate level. And don't forget, we've had all kinds of great values tonight. We've had the diamond solitaire pendant, one left, I believe, the 918 tanzanite, the stunning one-of-a-kinds that are pretty much all completely gone. I mean, I think we have our owl left, and that's about it. So this is the time to pick up, and I know we get really busy in these last few minutes of our weeknights, right? Because a lot of people are just, you know, thinking about what they need to have, looking at the grand finales that I put together for you, like this one, and this is going to be our carat weight. This is a classic setting style, and that's really, really important. But here's what it looks like. I mean, it doesn't get more classic than that. Double halo, huge individual diamonds. I mean, you're really living right here, and that's going to be a special stone. Look at how beautiful, though. And see what's happening here with it on the hand. Also pairs up well with our world famous Wonder Ring. That would work beautifully with it. But you can see here just the sparkle. I mean, what's sparkling more? Is it the diamonds or is it the sapphire? We know which one should be sparkling more, but which one actually is? And the whole point of that is to say that a sapphire can sit up here and compete with VS diamonds the way that is, that's impressive. It's not easy to do when a sapphire can give you sparkle that of a diamond. I realize one is blue and the others are colorless, but what's happening there is a beautiful, bright tone of color, an amazing look all the way around. We're going to show you what we can do on pricing here because why not? We're going to get it a great home, and this is just one of those where I think people hear blue sapphire and they think, oh yeah, we see those everywhere. Just take a look around at what other people's blue sapphires do look like. Don't want to put them down. Everyone's doing their best they can to provide their own customers and consumers what they need, but there's a vast difference in quality and therefore in pricing. And when the sapphire colors are deep dark blue, the more saturated they are, you know, it's a confusing world of gems because usually we definitely applaud more saturation. Tanzanite, case in point, the one we just saw, more saturation is good. More saturation equals more higher pricing. But with sapphires, it's the opposite. You don't want to get too much saturation where they're inky or navy or too dark like a midnight sky behind me. That's not what you're looking for. You don't want it to be that deep dark where you can't appreciate the blue colors anymore. You want it to be bright. You want it to be sparkling. I mean, that's just the benefit of the round. Most are oval cuts. They're never going to give you a sparkle like a diamond would. This is the most elite level you can get, and yet, watch what we're going to do with the price because it's not even that $49.99. I had enough struggle with that tanzanite at $39.99. Now we're going to help you out. Make it a lot more affordable than $49.99, that's for sure. And you've got one chance. Change the gold if you want to. We'll change everything about it. And you're not going to pay $3,000 or $2,000 or even $19.99. And that is just one brilliant stone. I will mention it's a September birthstone as well in the middle. Surrounded by April, of course. Everything we do has April's birthstone, pretty much. And we're going to make this even more affordable than $19.99. Send it on out. Get it requests in too. And hey, if anybody wants to see the 109 pink diamond that is GIA certified, that's here as well. And I haven't shown it in a while. It's been probably a year since this one has been on the air, but it is our largest, most important stone in the collection. And it's a natural pink diamond that's GIA certified, and it's been marked down. So just a heads up on that one. If you are a serious collector, you need to see what that 109 pink diamond's doing. But for the meantime, let's just make this even easier. $1,499. only on the blue sapphire. I do want to remind you about the incredible earrings we had earlier, because I think some of you might have joined us a little bit later. We had a very special bangle. We had some Tahitian pearls, gold quartz. And I know how many of you missed out on the gold quartz the other night on Monday at $9.99. I've got another one today, so we'll share that with you as a little recap. That's what started our show, but I know there are a lot of late arrivals to Wednesday nights. So here's what we'll do. We'll give that a recap. This one's verifying right now. We'll see who's got it. And then we're going to move on in 30 seconds. This is the gold quartz if you want to get a little jump start. That square cut gold quartz, sapphire verifying. Thank you, thank you. Isn't that a beauty of a stone? And if you want to set those wonder rings right up next to it, you can. This design lends itself really well to stacking, creating those beautiful ring guards around it. That would be a really good look with that one. So just keep it in mind. And then we've got also, still to come, we've got a golden zircon. I did show you one earlier in the round. We have the peacock feather design, which is one of our all-time best in just designer styles and really great looks. So that's going to be coming up. Look at that. Looks like a yellow diamond all day. Let's just recap our gold quartz here from about 2.5 hours ago. So here's the gold quartz. It's so rare because it's the square cutting. Love the little natural characteristics. I mean, this is totally organic in its look. The fact that you've got gems and metals, each derived from the earth, but they happened together at the same point, at the same time, within each other. I mean, that is just, that's a love of jewelry and gems together, because you've got, yes, we always set everything in gold, but when you have the gold inherently in the stone, it's precious metal embedded into this gemstone of quartz. And it's a 2-carat size, and then so inventive the way it's our second only square cut we've had. It's set at an angle, so if you typically like Ashers or princess cuts, you're gonna love this one. It's a quick one only, and that of course is gonna be diamonds down the sides, 20 points there. Change the gold if you want. So if you love that tonal look where the yellow gold of the inside of the stone matches the band, we can do that. So don't hesitate to say, you know what, Lolo, I'm not a fan of the white gold. I want a little more tonality. I want it to mash, and I want it to mix, and I want it to be complementary. Then go ahead and get the yellow gold. We can do that for you. Rose gold's fine too. But it's actually only $9.99. So I know there were a lot of you that missed out Monday night on an oval we had at that price point. Got another one tonight. Wanted to make sure you get a chance to own that, but we'll show it to you on the hand. And then we are going to bring out that golden zircon. It looks for the world like the biggest yellow diamond ever, but it's going to be rare in its own right. So we'll share that with you as well. And then we've got a couple last discounts. I really do want to recap those cat's eye indicolite earrings that we had that are 80 carats worth of those indicolites that we had earlier. So we'll let you know about those. And also, just a reminder, for those of you that love the nail collection we've been doing, the bangle and the ring, we have the earrings that are debuting on Sunday. So hoop earrings, 1/2 inch. They're coming up on Sunday, so I just need to keep on making sure you don't miss those, because once again, they're limited. So we are going to bring those to you on Sunday afternoon. That's the deal. So I know we have a big, we have a special diamond presentation as well on Saturday. I know we brought the 1-carat diamond solitaire this evening. That was about 90 minutes ago. If you want to check on that, we had a 1-carat diamond solitaire here in the classic setting, the classic basket. It was here for $29.99. That's $1,000 less than we've sold 1-carat loose diamonds for in the past. So that's still, I think last I checked, there was still one available. So if you'd like that diamond solitaire pendant or need to see it again, just let me know and we'll do that for you. But let's take a look. I've got a gold, it's like a bright yellow. It's not even golden. This is a zircon that's bright diamond-like yellow. Look at this. Now, so many of you have asked us if we would have a larger yellow diamond, because the most we usually see are about 2 carats. That's where they top out. A lot of you have asked, might we have a 5? Might we have a 4? And the answer is we do not. The biggest yellow diamond we have is 2.5 carat at this point. So this is the chance to pick up what looks like a 5-carat 88. It's actually a zircon instead. So you're getting, here's the key. That's the round. That is pairing up a round cut with the double refraction we love of zircon. It's 11237881. And then how about this for a creative design? It's like a peacock feather, but wrapped around your finger. Look at how beautiful. 14 karat 2 tones of gold here. You're gonna get your yellow gold and mostly white gold for the most part. You've got the two together. That's gonna, because they're gonna just support these white diamonds on the sides. See how this side is different from this side, because there's that wraparound design we love to see. This is a 5 carat 88, bright, true, no offense to yellow diamonds, but yellow diamonds can't do what this stone is doing. That's a yellow zircon. It's a true, honest to goodness, like sunshine encapsulated in a bright gem. And I say that diamonds can't do that. Don't think I'm not being fair to diamonds. Diamonds are pretty cool. They're spectacular. But there is something called refraction. And diamonds, no matter what their color, are singly refractive. Zircons, like you're looking at here, which are natural from the earth, stones, are double refractive. So there's truly what diamonds cannot do is basically what this stone is showing off. It's 588, 24 points in yellow diamonds with an additional 119 of white diamonds that wraps around your finger. This is a great piece to wear on the outside of the hand, meaning index finger, really truly, because you can always show off this side of it. And then of course we have all the details built in, all that great under gallery. This wraparound design you have here, it is one. I'm almost seeing more than one tone to that stone as well. Are you noticing that? As I look at this, and granted, it's only moving so much here. Nothing like what it's going to do when it's on your hand and when you're moving about. But there are, yes, bright yellows, but there are greens, there are reds, there are pinks. I'm seeing subtle purple colors and bright blue flashes. That's what we want. Because that itself, remember, diamonds are brilliant, at least the good ones are, right? Diamond brilliance is about seeing rainbow colors. It's about seeing every color of the rainbow flash from inside a diamond. That's what this stone is doing, even though it's not supposed to. This is double refractive. It's not supposed to be a lot of brilliance with all those colors, but this stone, this example, is giving you all those extra colors far beyond just the yellow that makes up that stone. So take a look, and then you've got the actual yellow diamond still in it. Of course, that's what's surrounding it, giving that stone. I love that it's one shade brighter on the yellow diamond, so it gives you a nice little mix. And then you have a $69.99 ring. We're going to take that down. This is the first time seeing it tonight. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. Here's kind of that beautiful wraparound design we love to see. So I'm going to house that. I'm going to put it on this side so you can really see it really well, how that's going to wrap around. Now, obviously, that's putting the whole ring a little bit asymmetric on the hand. You can always center up the center stone if you want. We still have diamonds on this side. You're never going to have naked gold. We just wanted you to see that you can obviously kind of cheat it that way and show off more of this white diamond feathery design and then still get your beautiful stone kind of leaning towards one side. So that's really up to you to play with when you get it at home. But if you're thinking about it, we got the value. And look what that stone is capable of doing. No trick of the cameras, no special filter, just pure, spectacular dance from that stone. And it's not even $69.99. We have one. Let's blow it out. Because this is too pretty to stay here. There are some pieces that, you know, just have a little higher price tag. This is one of them. $7,000, a little higher than what we normally do. It's deserving of it. I think we can all see that. That little blurred effect, by the way, when you look at that stone, that is the double refraction. The fact that at this magnification, this close up, the fact that you see up close that little bit of what looks blurred, and if you think I got to go back to behind that camera and go focus that camera again, it's not the focus. It's not out of focus. That is the double refraction. When you see double refraction really close up, magnified like this is, it looks to our eye like it's blurred. That is the light splitting into two. So the light enters the stone, as it does, splits, so that when the light and then comes back to the eye, when you get that light return, it's doubled. So it tends to only close up look a little bit, for lack of a better term, blurred. And then, of course, you saw the result when you see it from a distance away. You don't see blurriness at all. You see the incredible flashes of that gem. It's really stunning. It's really striking. It's not even $69.99. We've got to take precious pieces like these and really just get away from $7,000 because somebody wants to have this ring. But what's standing in the way between you and your ring is a $7,000 price tag. So let me take care of you. Take a look at this. It's not even going to be close to $7,000. It's not going to be $3,500 either. And Jason, I know you've been on this for a while. Are you thinking about this one? So are you. Okay, so we have two callers thinking about it. And I just took it half off, 50% off on a brand new piece tonight. And it's not $35,000 and it's not $3,000. It's not $29.99. Okay, so just say sold whenever you're ready because I will continue to discount it until it goes, but you need to reserve it. And it's not even going to be $29.99. We're blowing it out, $2,499 instead I'm giving you all the discounts, and we have literally 23 minutes left. So you need to tell me if there's something you want to see again, let us recap it. If there's something else we can put on the air, like a request you have, let us do that. And anything else you need to see, we are down to 23 minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow night. Do you have this one? It's sold. Congratulations. That's gone. And then, okay. Let's look at this. What in the world is happening with this ruby? I mean, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Stop everything you're doing and take a look at this ruby. And we have backed up calls right now. So hopefully that's a lot of requests because our zircon is gone. Congratulations on that one. And this is also a good time to check on availability from anything you're thinking about from the 3 hours because we want to make sure you get it before somebody else does. You know, the end of our show gets pretty busy when everybody's making those decisions on what they need to have from tonight's extravaganza. But this ruby is item number 112-1904. And okay, it's the fine quality that is private collection out of the Mogok region of Burma. This is a very specific mine called the Mogok Valley. So this is a locale. Burma is today's Myanmar. So if you're looking on maps and you're going, oh, she made that place up. That's the old world name for Burma, for Myanmar rather. So same with Ceylon. Ceylon is another term for Sri Lankan. So just keep that in mind. When we're talking about sapphires, we're usually talking about Ceylon, C-E-Y-L-O-N. That's kind of the old world name for the Sri Lankan stones. And then Burma is kind of the old world name that we still utilize in the industry for Myanmar. Myanmar is, you know, the place these hail from. And there's been all kinds of issues in that part of the world. To the point where, do you realize that Burma stones, not just rubies, Burma jade, it was called the Burma Jade Act. For the better part of 2 decades, these stones, Burma rubies and everything else out of Burma, were under sanction. We could not bring them in. It's when politics and gemstones collide, my favorite thing, right? Politics have a way of just sort of being, you know, kind of pervading every little facet of life sometimes. But yes, did you know politics can actually invade the gemstone community as well? And for the better part of 2 decades, there was something called the Burma Jade Act. And it prohibited any importation of anything from jade to rubies to a lot of other goods as well from Myanmar to our country. So it was, I mean, I know people who have served jail time in the industry because they tried to get them in despite the sanctions. So it was actually, if you think that you could like get around it, it was really strict and it was really heavily enforced and imposed. And so it put a huge damper on what we could bring in. And then of course, what happens when we can't get something, usually the price elevates. And that's exactly what's been happening. And you put into account that this is the best darn ruby the world over anyways. There's a lot of ruby from a lot of places. You can go to just about any of the continents in this, on this globe and find rubies. But there's such vastly different qualities. And let's be honest, if you're a real stickler for that quality, you only have one interest, and that is getting today's Myanmar material, which is Burma. So this is the Mogok Valley. But with all that said, that region has produced top quality blue-red stones. With that said, this is the finest example, because what this is doing is not just, Mogok Burma doesn't just look like this automatically. We're looking at one of the cleaner examples, one of the brighter examples, one of the true crystalline stones where you're getting a crystallinity that is beyond what you typically see. Usually they're opaque and they have no clarity. When you start to get, I mean, I'll be the first one to say I'm not a huge fan of rubies in their ordinary form, but when you start to realize and see what a really top quality stone can do, changes the game. That's what this stone is bringing. These are usually, though, teeny tiny sizes right here on this show. We're the leader in values in fine jewelry worldwide. But here, when we see smaller examples of Burma ruby that looks like this, you know as well as I do. We'll see 50 pointers that are $5 grand. We'll see 60 pointers, 70 pointers that are over $7,000. This stone is a carat 12. And it's got all that glow, all that clarity, all the blue red that we want out of Burma, and then you're getting 37 points in yellow diamonds that are natural and another 72 points in white diamonds. So a carat 09 overall, and an incredible discount for the end of our night because we're getting there. And it's a carat 12 when all is said and done, and that has an original price of $14,199. I'm leaving it behind. We always I personally love to do like a grand finale. It's especially on these weeknights when it's later for a lot of you guys on the East Coast and on the Central Time Zone. It's a little bit later, right? And so as a thank you for being with us at the end of the show, I really like to put together a grand finale that is going to be a very special value. And this is it. But let's make sure that you are aware of how this is made from the inside out, how it's finished, how it's built from really the hand up, how it looks. Yeah, it looks good there, like red fireworks glittering on your hand, but let's take a look at it, because all of that, see that color, see that glow, see that clarity? All of that is still going to maintain as you see it from a distance away, like I'm showing you now. See that? It's further away, it's on the hand. No longer are we able to blast light through it because my hand's behind it. And look what's happening with that stone. Look at how super clean and glowy it is. So that is what we normally do not see. Crucial to look at that. And all that said, it's not even going to be $14,199. Yes, you can pay that for really good rubies easily, here or anywhere else. You're just lucky at this point to find Burma material. It's tricky to find. Most of it is, there's a lot of Mozambique ruby out there, which is a totally different source. So again, they don't have this color. They don't have this glow. Let's get it even better than even $7,100. There's your half off. Better than 6? Sure. Better than 5? Better than 4? Yeah, we need to do that too. It's grand finale time. So let's make this as simple and easy as humanly possible. That is what we're aiming to do tonight, and we have 16 and a half minutes. So get requests in if you got them, and trust me, this one's gonna go. Not even a doubt in my mind, even at this point of the game, even at this point. End of the night, it's here. We are ready to give you the value of a lifetime. No, it is not going to be even $3,000. Okay, this is a little hard to just really understand at this point. But this is what it's all about. It's not $3,000. It's not even, okay, let's make this really interesting. It's not even $29.99. Even better, even lower, not even $2,000. I know if you were just drifting off to go to, dreamland, this will wake you up. It's not even $2,000. It's not even $19.99. It's a giveaway. And I'm so excited. Whomever gets this, I'm going to say right now in advance, congratulations, because that value is one that, this is the reason you're here right now. This is the reason. If you're wondering, why am I even watching this at this point? This is so late. I should be doing it. This is the reason. Right place, right time. Right value, right ring, right network. It's not even $19.99. I'll go even lower. Let's get it out of here. And it's yellow diamonds, white diamonds, solid gold. This is a bigger medallion style ring as well. This is no small itty bitty ring. This has got some size. This is not a ruby that anyone's going to miss. July's birthstone as well. So you know that. It's not even $19.99. Are you ready? We're going lower. It's first caller. Good luck. Take a look at it one more time. And no, it's not going to be $19.99. That is a wild stone. Those museum stones that I have that are 40 and 50 points, they're not this good. And they are more money. We have quality like that are teeny tiny, and they're way more money. Take advantage of this. All right, I'm going to go even lower. Jason, Jess, y'all thinking about it? Tim thinking about it? You know what I'll do? It's not even $19.99. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I feel, obviously I have reservations about doing this. I know it's worth more. I know I shouldn't, but it's the end of a Wednesday night. We got 14 minutes left, and I really want to get this gone. And I could probably leave it for 60 more seconds and sell it right now at $19.99, but I will not. It's a better value. It's one that you just have the faith. Call us up, say you want it, we'll send it to you, then decide. Because it's not even $1,899 for the ring. Let's make it $1,888. Go ahead. Crazy eights on an even crazier night. On a crazy week. Jason, what were you calling about? I thought you were on the ruby maybe. No? Okay, tell me. Tell me. Huh? Diamond pendant? You got one? Oh. There's a reason I ask. We have one left on the diamond pendant. Somehow, some way, I got one 1-carat diamond pendant still hanging out here for you. It was $29.99 for a 1-carat VS diamond solitaire pendant in a VS quality. This one's 1888. Yeah, I'm going to try it on again. And it's as is in the two-tone gold. Why do you want that? Because those are yellow and white diamonds. So let the diamonds sit in their match. They're happiest in their matching gold color. They really are. They create a harmony. They're simpatico. They want to be together. Yellow diamonds and white gold, White diamonds, when you're trying to show it off next to yellow diamonds, they just work so much better when they're in the gold color that matches the diamonds. So it just lets the gold kind of fall away, gives it a natural kind of really just understand why we chose that color of yellow gold for the yellow diamonds, white gold for the white diamonds. Take note of how big those white diamonds are. I must say they're really big individual diamonds that you have all the way around. Those are huge stones. That 72 points that's it. They're all in that outer halo. They're all really large individual stones. And seriously, look at that glow and that clarity you're getting. 1888. My goodness. Let me know who's got it. And then we're going to move right along. We got 10 minutes. So let us know if you have any other requests. I'm going to recap that diamond pendant. I think that's worth doing. We'll have one last look at that 1 carat solitaire because it's last call. I did want to show you these gorgeous earrings just in case. I know they're not for everybody because they're really big, but we did have a very special earring and designer, well, more so than any other earring I've probably ever had here. And that goes beyond just my tenure at TVON. I mean, I'm talking about, I've never had an earring like this ever on television, and this is what we're talking about. In case you missed them, I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought everybody was raring to go this Wednesday, and I got into some really, really big, important jewelry really early. And, you know, some of you might have joined us a little bit later, and 112-3752 is important because you're seeing them now. And those are cat's eye and dicholite stones. These big cabochons you see here have a chatoyant effect. They're tourmalines. There's 40 and 40 carats, 80 carats total weight among those two stones. What starts it at the top are obviously diamonds. Then you have chrome diopsides out of Russia. Then you have demontoids, rare, rare, rare garnet, also out of Russia. This is a very long earring, 2 inches and 3/8. So you've got a longer length. I'll show that to you again. And just a reminder, they're somehow, some way under $50,000. And never should they be. Never. There it is. 2 and, I mean, it's really 2.5. How beautiful are those? Hoop at the top. Great, just hinge style. I'm going to try one on. I just want you to see them, but keep in mind, these are going to be better than, and I know we're going to show the ruby, but that's just so that I can just take a second and take off my earring and put on another for you. But this is all the carat weights that you're seeing for those earrings. They're really, really fabulous. They're super beautiful, and they're not $50,000 either. So this is what I'm just ecstatic about, is the fact that somebody's going to own these earrings tonight and get a superstar when it comes to a designer style, a unique look, something we don't always see, something that's really a struggle to find anywhere else. Look at how beautiful they are. They're really, you feel them, but they're not heavy. I have stretched out piercing, and they're doing just fine. And yet, look at how amazing they are. So that's going to be, again, diamonds, diopside, demontoids, and tourmaline. And they're not even going to be $49,999. They're actually under $5,000. And I was really struggling to even understand that as I gave the price to you earlier. But they are under $5,000. They're $49.99 for the pair. Keeping in mind, they're also in solid 18 karat gold as well. So it's all of that, the stunning earring and the designer style that is, for under $5,000. So just wanted to show those one more time in case you weren't with us in the first half hour and missed those. Just wanted to show you what those are all about because they are stunning. They are rare. I don't know if we've ever seen a combination or a compilation of something so rare together with again and again and again. I mean, we never even see Russian chrome diopsides, and those are those big round stones you see here. Diamonds, diopsides, demontoids are what's framing your tourmaline, and all of that, the entire earring, is going to be $49.99. It's amazing. It really is. So just wanted to remind you, those are here. We'll go back to the wheel and show you our ruby. I think that's gone, but let's make sure that that is indeed spoken for, and then we'll show you a couple last minute items here for our last few moments of airtime that we have. And then don't forget, we're back with you tomorrow night for our Thursday, as always, 7 o'clock Pacific time and 10 p.m. Eastern time. So just a reminder to join us for a lot of great designer jewelry. Also, don't forget, if you are loving the nail collection, you know we've had the bangle and you know we had the ring. The hoop earrings are coming up this weekend. It is Sunday the 7th. You're going to see the matching nail hoops. They do have diamonds. They're 1/2 inch. They're really affordable. So we're looking forward to those as well. But let's get to, I've got a quick look at a fawn diamond here. This is beautiful. It's actually more of a, I would call this a true, this is a beautiful, rich champagne, but it's got a lot of almost a deeper pink to it as a secondary hue. Looks great. It's item number 11222547, and it's only starting with a very large diamond. You're actually getting so much more to it than that. That's a VS center stone. Let's come in closer. This is one of those fawns that I find is like a deeper champagne with almost purple instead of pink. It's got a little bit of that secondary hue, but look at that. Rose gold setting for the center stone, right? And then you've got the pink diamonds and the white diamonds together. So the pink diamonds are just, basically it's going to be 2 on each side, a larger and a smaller, and they're right tucked in. Then you've got, of course, the double halo and the split shank. That's going to be another carat 10 in the diamond. So it's 101 in the center, 9 points in the pink, 110 for all the other white diamonds. So you get 3 colors in one, you get all round brilliance, and it's done in the rose gold and the white gold together. You know what? Stays as is. Let's blow it out. End of the show is here. We got 6.5 minutes left. Any requests you have, yes, I'm going to recap the diamond solitaire pendant as well. So make sure you stay with me. Don't forget about those earrings. We need to get those home. Those should be gone. And then here we go with our natural fawn with a pinky purple mix to that natural color. It's all natural. You know what? Let's just do a quick little blowout. $69.99. I've seen that price once or twice today and haven't left it up there. All right, so here we go. Let's blow this out right now. First caller can have it for $24.99, and that's it. $24.99 on our fawn, pink, and white diamonds. They go a little more than halfway down the sides of the ring as well, and that's the way I know that we understand. This is really, really important. And you know that these 1 carat diamonds, whether they're pink, we have one tonight, 109, whether they're yellow, whether they're champagne fawn, it doesn't matter. These natural diamonds are exclusive out of the Argyle mine that is no longer mining. It's no longer producing, so you've got a rare, rare stone. Anytime you can get over a carat in size, that's very important. But you put all that together, and you've got a total, I mean, look at that, 119. It's 220 total weight there. That's impressive. And you don't get 220 very often in front of $2,500, but we have made that happen. So that's a good one. And then we've got our diamond solitaire. I'm going to recap it since there is still, I just double checked, we still have one left on the diamond solitaire pendant for you, and that is it. So we've got one more. We'll just wrap our show up with a last look at that one. Then we got to go. If you have anything you want to see yet again, though, the phone lines are open, and we're welcoming you in to make sure that you get requests in if you've got them. We'll help you out with any and all of those. Very important to make those requests known to us, and then we'll help you out. And then, of course, yeah, we got that solitaire one more time. And that is going to be our last look at it. One left. If it even lasts the last 4 minutes, I don't know if it will, because obviously we sold out nearly all of them. But is this not spectacular? So everything that we love about white diamonds, we love their wearability, we love their versatility, we love that they go with everything. But what we're getting you here is that wonderful quality that is really just tough to find anywhere else, because I know you guys realize that with the band ring, right? Everything we saw on Monday night with our band ring, every comparable retail opportunity was lower quality diamonds. We could not find actually like material. That's what's so challenging when you deal with only the best upper echelon. Well, the same thing applies here, because you're getting a 1 carat minimum stone. So yes, again, just to be clear, that if you decide to take that stone out and put it on a scale and you find that yours weighs a carat 08 or a carat 05 or a carat 10, that's where, again, minimum comes into play. What we're ensuring you is that we get the color and the clarity to be exceptional and divine. We want it to be white bright. We want it to be VS. We don't want there to be any visible inclusions to it. That's a big difference maker. And if you're thinking, well, why not just, maybe I can get a cheaper one for an SI material, or even I1s, I2s, I3s would be more commonplace. What that does is that's not going to give you the same payoff in the visual. It's not going to give you the same brilliance. It's not going to give you the same wow. It's not going to give you the same sparkle and brilliance and clarity and glow, because all of those clarity inclusions, those clarity struggles are going to get in the way of the brilliance you want to see. And that's the struggle. That's the problem. And so instead, you get lively, you get bright, you get beautiful material that you will be proud to wear. This is not the piece you need to upgrade years from now. This is not the piece that you need to be worried about, well, I really wanted to get something special for her, but I didn't have the budget to get her what I really wanted to get, so I ended up getting some of that so-so quality. You can be so proud if it's the most important gift in the world for that big milestone, that big birthday, anniversary, celebration, whatever it is, or if it's just a piece that you realize, I'll wear that thing. I will wear it. I will wear it every day. I will enjoy it. I will love it. It's going to gain in value as I do. Nothing wrong with that, right? Natural diamonds do that. Others don't. So this is where you have an important value to get in on. Not to mention, we used to sell these stones loose a couple years ago for $4,000 a pop. $4,000, one loose white diamond, round brilliant. This one, set in gold, in the finishing, and ready to wear. Just put it on your favorite chain, your favorite diamonds by the yard, what have you. That's going to be $1,000 less than the loose stones were 2+ years ago. It was February of 2022 when I had those same white diamonds in no gold, there was no labor involved, they were just loose stones, and they were $1,000 more for that center stone. So this is where you get its value. And diamonds have gone up in the last couple of years. We all know that. So here's our last one. It's at $29.99. Just wanted to share it with you one more time. If there's anything else you want to ask about, those gorgeous earrings are still here. Those gigantic, very designer, super cool, amazing earrings with the diopsides and the demantoids and the tourmalines and the diamonds. They're all still here. And then here we go. Last call on this one. $29.99. Still have my bangle too. My bangle. It's going to literally be my bangle in the next few minutes, unless one of you take it. The emerald and diamond piece that we had in the bangle. Also, anything else? Tahitian pearl. We had that. We did have a different golden zircon. If anyone missed out, I just want to flash this. We had a golden zircon in the round, not the peacock. That one's gone. But this one was a little more simple and a little bit more of those golden bronze tones. That is, just to remind you, that's going to be our 776 zircon. That one's down to $19.99 if you'd like that one. So another piece you might have missed in the first hour today. Again, that's last call at $19.99 on that zircon, stacked with princess cut diamonds on the sides. And then our very last of our diamond solitaire. I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for shopping. Appreciate you one and all. As usual, thank you, thank you. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow night. Same time, same place. We'll do it again, 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern. More jewelry, 3 big hours for your Thursday. So I hope you'll join me then. From all of us at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your night. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.